What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to JDD TV. I'm your host Josh, and guys, we are here for the match watch along between Canada and Mexico. And the fun part is if we win, we top the group, top of World Cup qualifying for CONCACAF. A pretty big surprise, I'm not going to lie. Hopefully you guys are all doing good today. If you're excited, be sure to say hello in the chat because this is a bit of a historical moment for a couple of reasons. If you guys seen the starting 11, you'll know that Hutch is starting, which is historical on its own with the cap record, but it's massive with the U.S. beating Mexico and then the U.S. drawing today. And if we're able to defeat Mexico, which is still a big if, we would top World Cup qualifying after this window, which is, I mean, even from the biggest optimist, I don't know if I would have saw it playing out this way, but I'm excited, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you guys are all doing good in the chat. And also, a little tidbit of information for our friends out there. I'm pretty sure El Salvador is still beating Panama. So that is also very key, just to get that little bit extra separation tonight between that fourth spot and potential top three. Panama sit with 11 points if they lose this, which is massive for us, guys. So let's get into it. We'll get into the comments now, guys. If you're just tuning in, be sure to drop a like as always. Say hello. We got a couple members on the channel. I see Maddie D there with the blackout little logo. Looks good. Kelly's in there as well. But let's see what you guys are saying today. I don't care if we win. Just want 3 points, and I'll be over the moon. I feel you, my man. I feel you. Yusuf's fired up. We got a 3-1 prediction for Canada coming in. A draw would be satisfactory. I'd be satisfied with the draw depending on what this condition looks like. Because everyone is under the assumption that Canadian skin is made out of a winter coat. A lot of these players are not familiar with playing in this cold of weather. I don't know if anyone is. It's supposed to feel like negative 16 out there today. So if you think of someone at full speed like Alphonso Davies and Tajon Buchanan, I think if anything, it's going to hurt these players tonight playing in that type of cold, not being able to use those legs their fullest. That's a huge advantage point for Canada and also a big weakness point for the Mexicans tonight, as we know that their fullbacks are an area that we are looking to exploit. So I don't think the weather, if anyone, is going to favor anyone. I think the only reason it could give Canada some benefit is the fact that we just played on the pitch against Costa Rica, which obviously, I mean, it was an interesting matchup. We were able to win, but either way, AVC123 says USA will top the group. I don't know, man. Well, it's impossible to top it for you guys after this window. Unless we draw. I can't remember. But I'm comfortable. But Kelly's tuning in. He said, I could shovel snow all night and be toasty warm in my gear, sitting under the whole thing. Might be standing, dancing most of the game. If you're at home, I encourage you to haul your equipment unit outside. Quietly simulate the experience the best you can. Yeah, I don't know about that, Kelly. I don't know how cold it is where you're tuning in from. It's getting a little bit warm. It's supposed to be 14 where I am in Canada tomorrow, so it'll be a little bit nicer. But Kelly also says, be sure to like the video right now, folks. Big shout out to Kelly. Awesome member here on the channel. Home of Juve says, hopefully Canada wins. I'm thinking of it as well. JJD TV / Can Army, where you at, soldiers? Where's the Canadian? Where's some Canadian love? If you guys are tuning in from Canada today, or if you're cheering for Canada, toss a little bit of red into the chat just to let us know. By the way, Osorio is not playing. He's not. The starting 11 is up, and it was definitely different than what I was expecting to say the least. But we'll have to we'll bring that up soon for you guys. What's up, Canadians? Riley tuning in. How you doing, my man? If Canada wins, are they going to Qatar? I think if they win tonight, they have a foot in Qatar, but there's still a long way to go. We'll have to see how it plays out. Alan says, greetings, Josh. I'm excited for this game. I am too, man. If we are able to get 3 big points and top this group after this window, man, I'd be on cloud 9. 1-0 for El Salvador. I love it, man. I love it. Like this channel, man, but you already know I'm rooting for El Tri. My boys winning 2-1. Hey, that's all right. If you're cheering for Mexico, let me know as well. We know that Kevin's cheering for Mexico. I know Catalina's cheering for Mexico today. That's all right. That's all right. We're loving people here as well. We'll welcome you in. As Catalina says, Mexico and I will always be seeing Canada as 100%, but we're going to see how strong Eustachio and Tajon have grown. Oh, Catalina, hope you're doing well today. We'll toss up the starting 11 for you guys as well. Saw someone commented in the chat, and we'll go over it once we get it up on the screen for you guys. Alan says Mexico is going to win. Sorry, Josh. It's all right. It's all right, Alan. It's all right. We'll see the way this thing can play out. Why is Hutchinson in for Osorio? I feel like he's too old to play against Mexico. So in my opinion, I mean, I don't think Hutch is in for Azorio. I think Hutch is in for K. I think you needed two somewhat central / defensive midfielders playing today. I'm not sure exactly where. I think Azorio lost his position out to the fact that we did a back three. So my prediction was we were going to play in a 4-2-3-1, similar to the way that we played in the Azteca when we went in that 4-2-3-1 with Azorio. But we went in a different little dimension here. So this is what I'm expecting this to line up, and I don't think there's much debate. And there's a lot I like about this side, guys. And let me know what your guys' thoughts are on it as well. But the starting 11 is going to be a 3-4-3. In net is Borjan. Obviously, I mean, he's going to have those nice track pants on. He'll be looking fresh. Right wing back, we got Richie Laryea, which I think is an interesting one, just because I'm curious to see if the front two on the left and right wingers with Davies and Buchanan will maybe shift, because I personally just love the chemistry between Laryea and Davies. So keep an eye on that. It wouldn't surprise me if Davies ended up switching over to the right-hand side. The three center backs, we have Alistair Johnston for that outside right center back. We got Kamal Miller of the outside left center back. And then the somewhat surprise, I mean, I was listening to KJ and Oliver Platt, and they were suggesting that Henry was going to start over Vitória, which I thought was a little bit surprising considering it was a 2-game window, but they were right. They were right. I think it was Gareth Wheeler thought Vitória was starting too. I can't remember. 2 of the 3 of them thought that Henry was going to start, and they were right. Henry is starting in the central center back position. I mean, Henry has been strong when playing for Canada. I just felt like Vitória was been more of a matchup for him, but it's good to see Henry in there. Hopefully he can have a good performance as well. Left wing back is Adekubi. With the performance he put up against Costa Rica, he of course he had to start. It was a reason he's in there, and I'm excited to see him a little bit higher up the pitch. He threw in some skills in that Costa Rica match that I just honestly didn't know he had. The two center midfielders is Eustachio and it's Hutch. Hutch getting his 90th cap and will be all alone record breaker for the most caps for the Canadian men's national team. Very, very impressive. And wearing the armband nonetheless tonight. And then the front three guys. Buchanan on the right, Davies on the left, and then Larin up front. Now, the big question mark, I mean, somewhat is Vitória, but Jonathan David is not starting, guys. And it somewhat makes sense. I honestly thought it was going to be David starting if we went with a one-striker system over Larin because of the stomach bug. But in this system, it looks very tasty, man. And I don't know how long Larin's going to be able to go. Maybe he lasts 65 minutes, and for the remainder of the game, we can get Jonathan David in there. But David has scored in the last 2 matches for Canada, so obviously in good form for Lille. So I'm not sure exactly what Herman is, but I cannot judge the man because, you know, John Herman has proved me wrong. Proved that he's not wrong over and over again. Hello over in Vancouver, guys. If you guys are just tuning in today, be sure to drop a like and let me know where you guys are tuning in from. We got someone tuning in from Vancouver. Catalina says Mexico and I are going to show the power dance over Canada. Oh, you. Today, Messi was horrible against Brazil. El Salvador's keeper is standing on his head right now. Well, hopefully he keeps that up because I would definitely enjoy that. I can see 50K here tonight. That's beautiful, Kelly. That is absolutely beautiful. It's Atiba, 4K. Azorio would have played instead of Buchanan and Adekubi. Yeah, Adekubi or Johnston were the reason that our man Azorio is not playing today. Bro, I really want to watch, but it's so late. It's 4:30 a.m., but I'll stay up a little longer. Don't worry. Look at the dedication, man. 4:30 in the morning, you're tuning in. You've earned my respect, my man. You earned my respect. Did you see Antonio's goal today? I did. I was tuning in the One Soccer stream, trying to chat with some of you guys. Let me know if you guys were in that One Soccer stream and you saw me in there. I was trying to chat with you guys. It was a bump in chat. I enjoyed it. But yeah, Antonio scored a rocket today. I'm from the Netherlands, and I want Canada to win. Well, you'll be probably pretty excited, as will Producer T, as Netherlands qualified for the World Cup today. Hutch is in for the passion, drive, and leadership. It's also Hutch. I mean, I know he's 38 years old, but he's been such a force for this men's national team for so long now. He still has a good part to play. 60 minutes, again, I could see a double substitution at around that 60 to 65 minute mark for Hutch and Larin coming out for K and David. I'm calling that now. That's something I could see happening, but we'll have to see. But yeah, there is no David today, guys. We need Scott Kennedy back, man. Brady's a big fan of Scott Kennedy. I saw Brady in the One Soccer chat today, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of Kamal Miller. I think Kennedy and Miller offer similar attributes to this side. I think they're both very close for that outside left center back position. But, I mean, getting that extra depth is something you want. I think Scott Kennedy has definitely got a big future here for the Canadian men's national team. Bean says, I would have went 4-2-3-1 if Mexico played in a 4-3-3. Yeah, guys, a big surprise. And I'm very curious to see how Mexico plays tonight because they are lined up with a back three as well. They're specifically only known for using a 4-3-3. So this could be catastrophic for Mexico, just to change up the system that they never toy with at all. And I'm very curious to see how they can react from it tonight. From the Netherlands, home of Juve, with the little love coming in. Wait, the game continued? I thought they canceled it because of the snowstorm. No, they did not. No, they did not. Game is still going. But yeah, this is Mexico's starting 11, guys, on the screen for you guys. I'm going to try to read it off. I don't have a spot, but I know they're lining up in a 3-4-3. So Ochoa's in net. Sanchez is right wing back. Dominguez, Araujo, and where's the other one in there? Johan Vasquez will be the 3 center backs. The left wing back, Guardado, and then the 2 center mids will be Edson Alvarez and Hector Herrera, with Pineda on one wing, Lozano on the other wing, and Raul Jimenez as the striker in a 3-4-3 setup. So it's the exact same system we're going with. I just feel a little bit more confident now that they're going with this system. They're not used to changing their tactics. We've had Owen on the channel many a times, and every single time I've had him on, every single time I've talked with a Mexican supporter, they talk about how it's just so hard for them to play a different system. They're used to the 4-3-3. It's all they play. So I think switching it up, on top of the fact they're going to negative 16 degree weather, man, I don't know, man. It could be an interesting game. I'm feeling good, especially knowing that top spot could be on the line, guys. But if you guys are just rolling in the chat now, guys, be sure to drop a like. Let's see if we can get up to 30 likes right now. Drop a sub if you guys are new, and give me your guys' score prediction. Give me your guys' score prediction. I said 1-0 in my preview. I said 1-0 for Canada, and I'm going to stick with it. I feel confident. Honduras equalized 1-1 against Costa Rica. That match could be nice if it ended in a draw. Jamaica was robbed, says Brady. Yeah, that one goal was a little interesting. Was watching Tact after the post-match, too. He didn't seem overly disappointed. Didn't seem impressed, but he didn't seem overly disappointed. When there's this many good players, it's a tough call who will start. We got depth, baby. We got depth. It's a good thing to see. 140 here in the UK. Staying up to watch Canada hopefully win against Mexico. Michael Brown, man. Dedication, and I absolutely love it. Let me know if anyone else is tuning in from overseas. We got someone watching from the Netherlands, someone watching from the UK. I believe we have some that are somewhere where it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Wherever you guys are watching from, mad respect, my friends. Damn, Mexico's starting 11 is actually good. It's a strong starting 11, but like the big question mark for me is, how is this team going to perform when they're not used to playing this system? A lot of this team is specifically under Tata. They've only played the 4-3-3, and it's not like Herdman. Herdman has got this group of players convinced that they can play just about any system. 3-4-3, 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1, 3-5-2. Like, it doesn't matter. Herdman's got everyone buying in, and these guys are just so stagnant on their 4-3-3. I think the fact that they're switching up tonight is wild, and it gives me a little bit more confidence, I'd like to say, but we'll have to wait and see. This match obviously can go in any which direction. We can't take anything away from Mexico. They are still a very, very strong side in CONCACAF, but I thought it was very interesting. I've been backpacking in South America. It was impossible to watch the women's hockey final, men's rugby qualifiers, men's soccer. Seems like you need money to watch Canadian sports. Not good for growth. Benny, interesting. If you're tuning in from South America, yeah, I'm not sure exactly how I'd be able to help you. You maybe need a dish. I'm not sure about rugby or anything like that, but I mean, One Soccer is how I watch the matches, and this one is actually on Sportsnet today as well, guys, for you guys out there who don't know that. But I know it's available there as well, but I'm watching it on One Soccer. Benny says 2-1 Canada over Mexico will score. Canadians' defense not looking the strongest. They've been pretty solid lately. I've really liked how this especially the back three has been buying in. You already know I got my boys winning. Kevin says 2-1 for Mexico. Tactical dog chain. How many minutes do you think Ugbo will play today? My guess, I'm expecting, like I said, I think there's going to be a double substitution around the 60 to 65th minute mark for Hutch and Larin, just given the fact Hutch's age and Larin's stomach bug. I think David and Kay will come in. After that, I mean, if Ugbo comes on, I'd say maybe 15 or less would be my guess if I had to put a number. Let me know what you guys think. If Ugbo comes on today, how long do you think he will play? Angie says, feel bad for the players tonight. their feet are going to feel like bricks, especially the players coming in at some point. Yeah, it is going to be cold, guys. It is going to be cold. Got a couple other predictions coming in. We got a 4-3 prediction from Alejandro for Mexico. That'd be quite something else. I was more of the lines of like a 0-0, 1-0 type matchup today. I don't know why, but I feel like it's gonna be a very low scoring game. Just I think the weather's gonna have a big impact in it, if I'm being completely honest. We'll have to see. Just search YouTube. Many frozen burritos in the field today. Time for Mexico to determine Canada's destiny. Let's dance, Josh, because it's you versus Owen and me. Bring it on, Catalina. Bring it on. It should be a good one, man. I'm really excited. We're about 20-ish minutes away, guys, from kickoff here. A lot to talk about. Obviously, the starting 11. Give me a percentage, guys, of how much did this surprise you. Just any percentage between 0 and 100. How big of a surprise was this starting 11 for you guys? For me personally, I'd say it's like a 70. I was 75% surprised. I was surprised for a couple different reasons. Not the shape. I felt like it was going to be, I mean, they can play, like I said, John Herman's got these guys playing so well. They can play the 3-4-3. They can play the 3-5-2. I was thinking, like, cheekily the 4-2-3-1 because it's what they did at the Azteca, but I think there's going to be a different game plan today. I think that Canada's going to take it a little bit differently being at home today. I do like the back three. Henry was a surprise for me. There were rumors coming on, but Henry was a surprise to me, and then obviously David. I mean, Hutch starting his record-breaking captaining the team. You have to start him for it, man. You have to start him, but it's still Hutch. I mean, I trust him. There's no issues there. But the only real surprises for the side for me was Larin in for David and Henry in for Victoria. Both players are very capable. Let's not kid ourselves. I think Larin, I personally, even though David scored the last two games, I do think Larin is in a little bit better goal-scoring form for Canada than David is. I don't know. There's something about Kyle Larin when he plays, man. He's closing in. He gets a hat trick tonight, man. He breaks Dwayne Rosario's record, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Not that that's 100% gonna happen, but you never know. Man, I love your channel. Being able to get some insight on the games before things start. Keep it up, man. Cheers, Benny. I appreciate the kind words. We got a beautiful little community in here, and I'm hoping you guys are excited because this is a massive deal. Like, it is. If we win against Mexico, we've taken 4 or 6 points from them, which is just unheard of. On top of it, after this window is over, guys, I don't know if you can fathom it, but we will be sitting in first place. First place in this World Cup qualifying window for CONCACAF. And when I get to go do the CONCACAF council meeting, I got to come in there with a big old smirk on my face. Eye up Owen, eye up Pete, and just be like, hey, guys, it's top of the table. I'm kidding. But it's still a long way to go. Just because we finished in first after this window, there is still a lot. But it's cool to think about. And I hope the guys can pull it off today. I'm really excited. If you guys are as well, drop a hello in the chat. Let me know how excited you guys are. Everyone leave a like. 100 likes, Canada wins. You heard it here first from Brady. 100 likes gets Canada the win. Cheers, Brady. I think it's going to be a draw or 1 goal for one of them. Players will not have the energy like crazy. That's what I said. In my prediction, guys, I said the Canadian part of me says 1-0 win for Canada. The neutral sort of part of me would say I see 0-0. I think 0-0 could absolutely happen. I just think with this crazy weather, the defensive setups, two different sets of back threes, I'm just curious to see the way this thing plays out, guys, but I am definitely excited about it. Got some love from some Canadians in here. My main worry is Johnston. He'd get torched last time we faced Mexico. You're worried about Alistair Johnston. I feel like Alistair Johnston has been absolutely fantastic playing in the Canadian men's national team. The big thing I like about Alistair Johnston is when we play in a back three, I always kind of compare him to Azpilicueta. I think he's got a lot of similar traits to Azpilicueta. I don't think there's another player in the Canadian men's national team system that can actually go in that position. So if we're going to play in a back three, you can almost guarantee every single time it's going to be Alistair Johnston. I think that he's got a very important role for this team. And I agree, if we're going to have some success tonight, he's got to be on lock, be able to cover for Henry. I think Henry has the potential to get out of place and potentially get burned. But let's hope not, and that's why we got some coverage on the sides from Miller and Johnston there as well. What if Canada loses and Panama wins? Are we in fourth? I'm not sure where we would end up. I think if we lose and Panama wins, we would be tied on points, I think we'd still be in third. I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll have to wait and see. Do you think Canada will be able to play? Would be in fourth. Okay. Okay, you're right. If we lose and Panama wins, we would be down to fourth, which could be drastically different than us winning and being in first. Do you think Canada will be able to play well on the road in the Central American countries such as Honduras, Panama, etc.? The U.S. and Mexico struggle there. A lot of countries do, and honestly, I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. It's the tidbit of information you need to take when qualifying for World Cup through the CONCACAF. You win your home matches, you take points on the road. If you're able to somehow sneak out draws, that's fantastic. And the way that Canada's been playing so far, we're the only undefeated team in CONCACAF World Cup qualifying right now. So I feel relatively confident considering we've went to Mexico and we've went to the U.S. and taken points. I think they're all going to be hard. I'm not taking anything away from Honduras. We took a point from Jamaica, which was nice. We've taken points everywhere we've went. So I think a couple of them are going to have to turn to wins if we want to come and almost solidify the fact that we'll get top three. But I'm definitely convinced this side can do it, because if they can take a point from the Azteca in the U.S. and Jamaica, they can take a point from just about anywhere. It's just whether they can get the right game plan, get the right personnel out there, and pull it off. But it is a very, very tough places to go in Central America. And Panama worries me, especially seeing what they did against the U.S. I put a little bit of that on Greg. But yeah, if they can take a point from each of them, I would still be happy with it. Canada is a new rival for the U.S. men's national team. Mexico not doing it for you, is he? With Osorio dropped and Canada starting 11, I feel like we should bring him along. Yeah, I was a little bit surprised. Osorio wasn't going to start. But I do like this system. I think a big thing I said that we know the weakness is with this Mexican side is their fullbacks. If we can get these overlapping runs, if we can get Buchanan, Atakubi, especially with that performance he had, Larrea, Davies, working together, working with each other, I think that there's going to be a lot of opportunities coming down the wings. That's our biggest strength and Mexico's biggest weakness. So I'm excited to see how the boys can do there, and hopefully having a poacher in front of net like Kyle Larin can get on the score sheet as well. Rio says, my son used to mark Larin in high school, and Larin never scored. Wow, Rio, there you go. Hopefully he scores tonight, though. Not trying to be that, but Canada has so far not played some of the away games, but they at least finished third. Well, they've played the two hardest away games. They played in Mexico, they played in the U.S. Now, we know Central American sides are a different animal as well, but I don't know. I still feel like grabbing points from the U.S. and Mexico kind of shows that this team can hopefully take points from just about anywhere. Edmonton weather is on our side, LOL. 1-0 for Canada. That's my prediction as well, my friend. Eric says, I bet a draw. In my opinion, Mexico loses. Their manager should be fired. I don't know if they fully want to afford to be able to. I think I heard it was a $5 million payout they'd have to give Tata if they sacked him. Not that, the Mexico Federation's got a lot of money. They can potentially pull it off. But I feel like if they're still going to be on course for World Cup qualifying, he's probably safe. Tata won't be fired if Mexico loses. I guarantee it. Brooks, I agree with you, my man. Good that Larin's back in, but damn, I really think David should be included in the attacking mid position or play two strikers. I wouldn't play him as a cam. He doesn't really do that anymore. I know he's had a little looks there in Belgium when he used to play there, but it would have been a two striker. If we played a 4-4-2, you could have tossed him in this system, but I think the back three was important for Herdman today. It clearly looks like it. So I like the 3-4-3. It's personally my favorite system for this side. The only downside to playing in a 3-4-3 is you can't play both Larin and David. It's a shame because both of them are definitely good enough to be starting in this side. Hey man, I'm having trouble finding info on to know when the Interconfederational Playoff draw is. We don't know who we're playing. We'll play either the team from Oceania, Asia, or a Common Bowl, but we don't know exactly which ones yet. So it could be, for example, a Colombia, a New Zealand, a Japan. We don't 100% know, but I don't actually know either when the draw would be. This is quite early, but which opponents would you want Canada to play in the other group stage of the World Cup if they qualify? Loaded question. I'm not sure. I'd hope for maybe aside from from Asia, maybe like a Saudi Arabia, maybe like a Colombia, and then a Switzerland. Like a group like that would give us a good opportunity to get out, but that's completely hypothetical because we have no idea who we're drawing against. But we got 100 of you guys tuning in the chat, guys. We're about 10 minutes away from kickoff, so if you're just joining in, be sure to drop a like. I'm not sure if we're at 50 likes yet, but that's the target. Drop a sub as well if you're just tuning in, and toss in your guys' predictions. And let me know where you're tuning in from as well. I'm watching close to London, Ontario, so let me know if any of you guys know where that is. Greg tied, which happened for the worst coach in the Ocho. What happened to David? Must have missed something. I don't think so. I think it was a tactical decision from John Herdman. I think he wanted something out of Larin today that potentially David couldn't offer. In my opinion, also could have done with the system. I mean, playing the 3-4-3 means you only play one striker. It's that easy. Unfortunately for David, he got left out. But the nice thing, guys, we have depth now, guys. We have depth. So Jonathan David coming off the bench is going to be something nice to see. My guess is with Larin, he'll probably go, like I said, 60 to 65 minutes. If Panama win and Mexico lose, they will be tied for third. Don't sleep on El Salvador if they win either. Yeah, El Salvador would definitely make things a little bit more interesting for that fourth spot. Especially because I think Panama would be on 11 and El Salvador would be on 9. It's still 1-0 for El Salvador. So let's hope Canadians that they can see this thing through. 4 to 5 points needed from the remaining 4 away games. Yeah. I mean, if you can take at least a point or more, I'd like to see a win out of a draw in a few of them, at least a win out of one of them. Okay, gloves are back on. Way too early to think about who we be playing in the World Cup. It is. Soccer ball will be as hard as a coconut tonight. Yeah, every goal equals a broken toe, guys, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it with the celebrations. Hey, Josh, the hype the Canadian media has been giving for the Canada-Mexico game has been beautiful to see. I can't ever recall our national team has ever gotten that much attention. It definitely hasn't in my time. I don't know if Kelly's been around the game for a long time. I don't know if Kelly can maybe allude to that, but I don't think we've ever seen it in the media. I don't think we've seen a team this talented. It's a lot of fun to be a fan of the Canadian men's national team, and I feel very honored to be able to come on here and talk with you guys about it. I appreciate all the support you guys have shown on the channel. It's the reason I keep coming back on here to chat with you guys, and I'm hoping we all get a little bit rewarded today with a pretty cool moment to see if the Canadian men's national team can pick up a big win and top the group. We had a nice donation coming in from Kelly today. Didn't put a super chat, just a kind donation. So nice shout out to Kelly there. We appreciate the donation, my friend. Hope you're doing well, and I hope you enjoy the game. Hey Josh, maybe you'll play Germany and Qatar. I mean, that'd be a cool one for me. According to FIFA rankings, Canada should make it. I'm hoping. Bobby Smith says 2-0 Canada, but goals in the second half. I can see that. I could definitely see that. I was thinking a little bit more 1-0, but we'll have to see. But the guys are coming out today. Let's see. How many of you guys think that there's going to be some short sleeves going on today? How Canadian do you think we're going to get? For some reason, I think Mark Anthony Kaye is going to go with no Under Armour. I think he's going to have bare skin out on the sleeves. I don't know why. It's just what my gut's telling me. Atiba Screamer 1-0. But no, it's a good movement in this country, guys. It's a good movement, and you see it. It's a shame. I heard a lot of the Voyagers tickets that were going out and trying to get to the game. A lot of the flights were canceled. It's a shame, but hopefully all those who did make it there in this freezing cold will be able to get this going. There's a lot of people in the stadium today. A lot of red and white flags going around. It's gonna be fun, guy. But get your predictions in. Shrek came in and said 3-1 Mexico. Catalina comes in. Definitely for Mexico. Elizabeth says Mexico's going to win. That's alright. Were they canceled due to weather or job shortages? I believe a lot, from what I heard on just like a couple of Facebook groups, just because of weather, a lot of the flights out there were canceled. So unfortunately, a lot of Canadian supporters lost out on tickets, lost out on hotels, rides. A bit of a shame. So there will be a good chunk of empty seats today, unfortunately, I think. As an American, I sure hope it's a draw. Oh, come on. You don't want to see Canada top the group? That would make you smile? That'd make me smile. Got a Tim Hortons cup right beside me. Chris is coming in, says, let's fucking go. Should let people in for free. I thought I saw something along those lines that they were potentially trying to get some free tickets in for the ones that couldn't make it. I'm not 100% sure, but it does still look like there's a lot of people there, but it looked freezing cold, guys. But we're getting very close to kickoff. Chris says, oh, Canada. Oh, baby. We're ready. As an American, I want to see Canada win because I want to see Mexico lose. Always. It'd be interesting, man. I like it. I like it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see. But this is still Mexico, man. It's a team that, no matter how excited I am, it's a team you cannot take lightly. They're very, very good. They have a lot of talent on this side. I'm very curious to see what their game plan is going to be. The different system, I personally think works in our favor because they're not used to playing with it. But we'll have to see the way that this one gets going. There is some Mexican support in that cold air, which is nice to see. I saw a couple sombreros in there, so it's a nice one. But there's gonna be a lot more Canadian fans in the crowd than there is gonna be Mexican fans. The most statistically likely result is going to be a Canada win. I like it, guys. Let's see the little hashtag in the chat. Hashtag IceTeka. Armin was going around starting it today on social media. So let's see if we can get it going. A little hashtag IceTeka in there to support our lovely Canadians. See a lot of hockey jerseys in the crowd as well. Need to see our brothers up north pull off the upset. You want to see it, man. You want to see it. Look at those probabilities. Tyler says 0-0. I can see that as well. Oscar says, hold on, I'm standing. The boys are singing "Oh Canada" in the freezing cold. Very Canadian looking there, but let's go Canada. Got a prediction for a 2-1 Mexican result. Is this field of Edmonton CFL team? It is a CFL team. I was told the pitch is supposed to look a little bit nicer than it did against Costa Rica. We will have to wait and see. I can't tell from this camera angle quite yet, guys. Bean says it looks like there's 25 to 30,000, not bad, of an attendance. It was supposed to be over 50, I believe, so it's a shame with some of the weather to be able to basically almost cut that in half. I'd say maybe 35. I don't know. I don't know how to judge that. This game is cool, but it's not as cool as the Snow Classico from 2014. Yeah, I had someone reach out to me on Twitter today, said they were at that game. They said it was a Snow Classico, but it was not as cold as what it's supposed to be today. The pitch does look a little bit better from what I can tell, but we'll have to see. We got Ochoa and we got Hutch out there, the two captains, guys, making his record-breaking 90th cap, guys. Let's show some love for Hutch in the chat, man. Drop a big old W in the chat. Atiba Hutchinson becoming the most capped Canadian men's national team player ever with his 90th. Quite an achievement. Rocking the armband today as well, as he's going to be lining up beside Eustachio in our 3-4-3 setup today. The Liga MX players are a bit shaky. Canada are the betting favorite. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I saw a Mexico fan tweet, their only true rivals are Brazil. And then they proceed to get smacked by the U.S. Rio says 50,000 tickets sold. There are more than 40,000 there. There's more than 40,000 there. That's good to see. That's good to see. So hype. Let's go. Got a couple W's coming in, man. A couple W's top coming in the chat for Atiba Hutchinson. No Johnny tonight. No, man. Jonathan David is not starting. Tactical decision made by Herdman to go with Larin in the 3-4-3 setup, having Buchanan and having Davies on each side with Atakubi and Larea as the two wingbacks. I think a lot of the play is going to come up the wings, and we're hoping that our boy Kyle Larin can get in there and put the ball in the back of the net, guys. But it should be a good one. If you guys are tuning in, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub, put in your predictions one final time, because kickoff is about to start. Dose Zero is the one prediction I've seen come in a couple times from Tyler. Canada is not the betting favorite. I was going to be surprised if they were, to be honest. But my prediction's 1-0 Canada. A little biased, yes, a little biased, but I think it's a fair prediction. We got a couple Dose Zeros coming in the chat. Prediction 1-0 Canada. Kickoff's underway, and we are off. Let's see it. I'm watching it. I'm tuning in and watching it from One Soccer, guys. 10 seconds in. We got a 4-1 prediction for Canada. 2-1, 3-1. Rio says 5-0. Just says absolutely who cares. Going for it today. 1-0 for Canada. It's going to be curious, man. The beautiful black jerseys for Canada today. I think they look pretty good. I think they looked pretty good, to be honest. Alphonso Davies is too good. 2-1 for Canada. It's a nice ball there. Already an immediate call there, as looks like Lozano goes down. Getting a little heated already. That's what we want. 45 seconds in. Lozano on the ground doesn't look too comfortable. I'll have to take a replay of that. Not the ideal start you want for either team. I mean, Daniel Henry's a big boy. It looks like he did get a nice little shoulder. We'll take another look here. How bad did he get him? Oh yeah, he just flattened him. It's strength. It's all it is. There was nothing too dirty in that. They were both going for the ball. Lozano did get hit pretty hard though. And in the cold like that, that's gotta sting, man. That's gotta sting. But for everyone who's tuning in, everyone who's dropped a sub on the chat, everyone who's dropped a like, and everyone who's commenting, big shout out to you guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in with me for the game today. We are only 50 seconds in before Lozano got hammered to the ground with a pretty good body check from Daniel Henry. Got a couple of rest in pieces to Chucky Lozano. I think he'll bounce back. Lozano's a strong guy. The guy is really enjoying the frozen turf. Ah, man, it would suck to get knocked down like that. Lozano does not look overly happy. Field still looks horrible. I hope not. I hope it looks a little bit better. I had a couple people that were reaching out to me today saying that it does look better than it did against the Costa Rica match, but we'll have to see. It doesn't look great, but clearly Chucky Lozano didn't like it either. The black jerseys, to be an advantage given the fact that it snows everywhere in the sideline, so it's easier to spot teammates. Strategic guys, man. Strategic guys. You like to see it. Every USA citizen in the chat must be rooting for Canada. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair request, guys. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from today. Just toss your flag into the chat. If you're tuning in from the US, tuning in from Canada, couple people overseas, let me know, my friends. Time to sub out Henry. He's on the classic TFC mode tonight. I hope not, but we are back underway. It was a good 2-minute stop there, guys. Good 2-minute stop. But we're back underway. Let's hope Henry shook Lozano there a little bit, because that's definitely one play you would like to see. Tuning in from Texas, boys. Let's go Canada. We got the U.S. on our side tonight, eh? Dose Zero. But I honestly think it's gonna be 0-0 or 1-0. That's my prediction. I just feel like it comes to a point where this turf and this weather is just so hard to play in. The lungs will be burning. A point is decent for both sides. I could definitely see it ending in something like that, but with the mentality that Herdman has drilled into this side, I think Canada's going to go for the win more than Mexico is tonight. And now that Chucky Lozano just got body checked to the ground, I mean, one of their best players already feeling a little bit, but Sebastian is tuning in today. He says 2-0 Canada from Switzerland. Early cross coming in from Mexico and out for a throw-in. A draw would be best for the U.S. men's national team standings-wise, but Canada laying their arses and kicking Mexico would be better overall. Canada's players are so dirty. What do you mean dirty? Come on, that was just... Henry's a big man. Like, Chucky's a little guy. If you're going to go up and go shoulder to shoulder with someone, I'm sorry, Lozano was going to end up on the deck just about every time. It didn't look malicious. It didn't look dirty. It was a coming to between Daniel Henry, who just... He's going to win that battle every single time. And unfortunately for Chucky, falling falling down on this turf and this weather is not fun. Let's be honest. A couple predictions coming in. A lot of 0-0s, man. I live in Canada, but born in Mexico, so I'm super conflicted. My man. Born in Canada, or born in Mexico and living in Canada. I think you should cheer for Canada. I mean, if you really want me to twist your arm. But there's a lot of you guys tuning in the chat. Hopefully you guys are all enjoying yourselves. Be sure to drop a like. Not sure if we hit 50 likes yet. That was the goal a while ago. I think we probably did. You guys are too good for us not to hit it. Nicely done there from Alistair Johnson to find Atiba Hutchinson. To Richie Larea, nice little play. A good movement there from the boys early on, and then win themselves a nice little foul. What friendlies would you like to see Canada play before the World Cup for when Canada qualifies? I personally would like to see the more games the better. I mean, if they even have to do it where there's some MLS games, you get a 23-man MLS squad. You take on a couple CONCACAF sides, a couple Common Bowl sides. I mean, I'd like to see them maybe play Colombia, Bolivia maybe, Ecuador, and then get a European side and take on like Scotland, take on Austria. Couple ones like that, and then have a full European side. And I've done it. I might make that a video. What a 23-man European-based Canadian men's national team would look like versus a MLS. It can be done. I've done it. Our national sport is lacrosse. Hockey is our main sport. There will be some body checks. Yeah, I've never played lacrosse. Pretty cool sport, but it is a violent sport. But this back three is going to be a very interesting one today for Mexico. Not used to playing with it. I've highlighted that a few times in the stream already, because I do personally think that it's going to play to Canada's advantage. This Mexico team, who have not been in great form, have not been playing overly well, have to deal with the fact that they're now playing in a system that they're not very familiar with. So we're going to have to be curious to see how this back three is going to look. It's a nice pass to Stephen Eustachio, but nicely done there from Hutch. Canada getting a little bit of possession going in there. Odds in Canucks' favor. Coldest game. Mexico was in -7 in February 2001. This one's a little bit colder. The turf looks as bad as the old turf in the Philadelphia Eagles. We gained a new subscriber as well. I think that says Zen. Zen, big shout out to you for dropping a sub. If I missed anyone who dropped a sub, just pop in the chat and say, hi, Josh. I'm a new subscriber around here, and I will give you a nice little shout out there. But Zen just caught my corner of my eye, so big shout out to Zen for dropping a sub, becoming a viewer here on the channel. Always appreciated. Canada is somehow dominating possession. Well, at the Azteca, Canada took the match to Mexico. I don't think it's going to be crazy surprising today to see Canada get a good chunk of possession. Donnie Henry went in with another challenge, though, guys, and took out Raul Jimenez. So Henry is clearly going for the two best players on Mexico. That one was a tough challenge. I think he's lucky not to have a yellow already. If ref went up to him and gave him a warning. But, I mean, the Chucky Lozano one, in my opinion, was fine. It was shoulder to shoulder. This one was his warning. So I think Daniel Henry's got to be very, very careful. Because 8 minutes in, 2 challenges, he's in the ref's mind now. I think next challenge he goes into that's even somewhat questionable. I'm pretty confident he will get a yellow card. For Canada to find success, they need to execute passes today for sure. I definitely think that, and using the wings, man. They need to use the wings. They absolutely need to get Davies, Buchanan running in at these fullbacks. They're going to find spaces in there. But yeah, Henry looking a little reckless today. It's a little nerve-wracking. Hopefully we can get at least to half without getting him a yellow, and then maybe look to bring on Vitoria. But you do not want to go down early in this match. It would put us under a lot of pressure. That's nicely done from Eustachio. Finds Richie Larea with a ton of space. Doesn't have any options. I kind of hope Davies and Buchanan switch up the wings at some point today. It's well done from Hutchinson to find a little bit of pressure. To Atakubi, finds Alphonso Davies. Put Vitoria in for Henry. I think that would be a likely substitution. It's almost 100% guaranteed if Henry picks up a yellow in this first half. And the way that he's playing, very early on. I think there's a good opportunity he may pick up a yellow there. But Borjan coming in. Alistair Johnson's rocking no sleeves. So there was a player out there who went no Under Armours, man. It's good to see. These challenges from Henry's are lucky. JJD TV, what is your prediction? I said 1-0 Canada, man. I said 1-0 Canada. Master says, I just subscribed to you. Big shout out to Master. Another subscriber here on the channel. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Let me know where you're tuning in from today. As I think that ball went out, there's going to be a throw-in down in the Mexican side. If Canada get a pen, who do you think will take it? Larin. For me, it's pretty obvious. Well, I shouldn't say it's obvious. I mean, Alphonso Davies, because of his personnel, like who he is as a player, he wants to be the main guy. Look at Atakubi. Just having fun out there. But for me, Alphonso Davies wants to be a part of everything. He is the best player on this team. He's the best player in this region. He likes to take the corners. He likes to take the penalties, the free kicks. I love Alphonso Davies, man. I absolutely loved him, but I just don't think set pieces are his strength. I don't think he should be taking. I think Eustachio should be on our corners and our free kicks. I think our penalties should go to Kyle Larin. If Larin's not on, Jonathan David. That is what I personally think. But let me know, if Canada got a penalty today, guys, who would you like to see take it? Because let's not forget, Davies can score penalties. It's just he doesn't do it at club level. Jonathan David does, and Kyle Larin can. Michy Batshuayi, I know, can take some too. There's a couple players for Besiktas who take penalties, but Larin is definitely one of them. Nicely done there. That's got to be a foul on Atakubi for sure. Another subscriber on the channel. Big shout out, my friends. Master also says, "Go Canada, go." Borjan should take. I don't know if Borjan wants to make the hike in this kind of weather all the way up there to take a penalty, man. JX Edix says, "Okay, subbed." You guys are killing it today with the subs, my friends. I appreciate it. Anyone who dropped a sub and didn't get a shout out, I just know I appreciate it. I'll try to give you a shout out to everyone I can. Just joined. Who's playing better this match so far? I think it's been relatively even, and just like that, Henry gets his yellow. That is not what you want to see. He's had 3 pretty questionable challenges, and that was the next one he had. I mean, that one was by far the least cynical of it, but that's the yellow card we were talking about. Henry's got to be very careful now, man. We're 12 minutes in, and our central center back. That makes me nervous, man. That makes me nervous. That is too early to take a yellow card, and we'll have to see the way this goes out, but this is that cool head that you want. And Steven Vittoria not only has been a monster for us at the central center back position, but he's a leader. He's composed. That's really well done there. And Henry just hasn't been able to do that today, and he's had 3 rash challenges, and he's picked up a yellow already. And now he's under a lot of pressure. He's got to be very careful going into another challenge, because if he picks up another yellow card and gets sent off, it's going to drastically change the output of this game. But, Panama scored. Henry needs to come off. So many bad challenges. He has not had a strong start to the game. No, he has not. He has not had a strong game. The Adventures of Dylan says, "I subbed." I saw a few of them popped up there, guys. Big shout out, man. Big shout out to everyone who's dropped a sub, including the Adventures of Dylan, who comes in and says 2-1 Mexico is his prediction. Mexico's got the ball right now. Good footwork there from Hector Herrera. Finds Chucky Lozano. If Panama come back and win 2-1, I'm going to be livid. Stole points from the U.S. Somehow miraculously got 3 points against Honduras. They have to drop points. It's not 2-1 Panama, is it? Is this guy screwing with me? Because I will cry. There's a tough foul there on Eustachio, and Chucky Lozano picks up a yellow card. It's 2-1 Panama? Are you kidding me? come on. What is Panama doing, man? Back to back. Eustáquio was taken down there, and another yellow card came out. It went to Chucky Lozano. It was a bit of a cynical challenge. But I cannot believe Panama's up 2-1. I remember laughing last match when they were down 2-0 to Honduras, being like, this is a perfect result. And Panama came back to win 3-2. They were down 1-0 against El Salvador, and now they're up 2-1. Panama, the huge surprise package of this World Cup qualifying, are making U.S., Canada, and Mexico very nervous because they just keep picking points up, man. They could be on a perfect window right now. Nicely done then from Eustáquio. Miller punts that one up. This is actually bull. It is, man. I'm livid. Panama, man. Who thinks Canada will score first? Let me know. Or who do you guys think will score the first goal of this match? I think it'll be a very important goal if there is a goal scored today. My money's on Kyle Larin, man. I don't know what it is. Comes Tajon Buchanan. Got a lot of black shirts going forward here. Buchanan draws a foul. He does. Edson Alvarez comes back. If you guys are just joining the chat, guys, be sure to drop a like if you're new. Drop a sub as well. A lot of you guys have been subscribing, and I really appreciate the support. And let me know who you guys think will score the next goal. We got a poll in the chat for you guys. I got Kyle Larin, man. Back in the boys. Henry's with it right now. Finds Alistair Johnston. Poor ball from Alistair Johnston, though. Has this weather really helped Canada at all this match? I personally don't think the weather is going to help either side. I think a big negative to this weather is the fact that Canada relies on speed. Tajon Buchanan and Alphonso Davies are two of the fastest players in this region, and there's a huge negative impact on having the weather being this cold. I don't know if they can fully utilize that speed sometimes, because I think the game could be won in those areas. Our strong wing play compared to the questionable fullback play from the Mexican side. The only big benefit for Canada is they just played on this turf. So they could have a good opportunity to get a little bit more familiarized with it. But I personally don't think this really is going to help anybody. Hutch does well there to seal off the ball to find Adekubi. Back to Miller, and hopefully... I just want to get to halftime with Henry staying on the pitch, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I'd like to see a halftime switch for Vitoria already. I mean, I'd be happy to maybe see it now, but I don't think Herdman's going to do that. All very well dissing teams, but the top four in this group are tight. Yeah, Panama, man, Panama deserves so much credit. If they pull off a win against El Salvador today and go 6 points clean in this window, it's super, super impressive. And annoying for us, because, I mean, I would like to see some separation, but Panama's in it, man. That top 3 is well in Panama's reach as well. That's got to be a foul. Well, surely on Adekubi, it is a foul. Not sure what Panama does, only matters what we do. It's well said. It's well said. We need to get our minds back on this match. We're 18 minutes in. It's been a decent opening 20 so far. Is Vitoria as bad as he is in FIFA? No. The 45 pace is not that bad. Vitoria is in my opinion, our best defender. He brings so much to this side. That's why I personally thought he was going to start today. But it's Henry. He got put under a lot of pressure, to be honest, and Henry's already taken yellow, so I'm pretty nervous with that. I hope Raul Girard comes in. I think there's a chance he comes back in. I'm interested to see what the January side will look like, especially with the MLS season being over, and if some of those MLS players may not get the call in because obviously their season has ended. That January one's going to really make me curious as Henry puts it back to Borjan, who punts this one upfield to find Buchanan. Does really well. Nice touch from Tajon Buchanan. He's got Richie Larea on the right. It's a good ball, but it's a little too hard. That was a good run. It was a good run from Tajon. Put his head down. Knew exactly what he was doing. The ball was just a little off for the run of Richie Larea. And out it went. I hope Canada wins, but considering the conditions and end up an ugly, disjointed 0-0 draw. It's what I said, man. It's what I said. If I was putting money down on it, the 0-0 ugly game would be something I would definitely put some dollars on. But my heart is telling me Canada. Come on. 1-0. Some way, somehow we're going to find one. Nicely done from Hutch to try to find Atakubi. It's going to be a foul on Atakubi. Wow, that final game in Panama is looming bigger and bigger. It is, man. Panama just will not go away. They're pretty much shoving the other sides down from 5 to 8. Got a lot of work to do if they're going to catch anyone in the top 4 right now. Does Canada have any players in the PSG team? They do not. They do not. Panama is winning. I know, man. I know. I got to focus on this game because it's just been bumming me out this entire time. That's a nice touch from Raul Jimenez. And a really nice looking ball to find Guardado. Also a nice ball as well, but nicely tracked back by Sam Atakubi, who draws the foul. Very well done from Sam Atakubi. To have the awareness to know that Lozano is just cheeking around him. All he's got to do is get a little bit of contact, go down to the ground, wins the foul. Well done from Sam Atakubi, who's having a phenomenal season in Turkey this year. And it's good to see him. I mean, after that performance he had against Costa Rica, it was almost impossible for Herdman to drop him. And it's good to see him. He's got a lot more tricks to his game than I originally thought he did. I thought he was a lot more on the defensive-oriented fullback compared to like Richie Larea, for example. I'm not happy with 0-0 because Panama's winning. I'm not happy either, man. I want to win. I want to top this group after this window, man. And I think we got a good opportunity to do it. Kyle Laren's with the ball. Finds Steph. Back over to Atakubi. Going for a deep one. Cleared out. It was a dangerous ball. Little miscommunication there from Vasquez and Ochoa, and Vasquez ended up punting it out for a corner kick. It was very avoidable, man. Ochoa should have came and demanded that. It was a poor ball from Atakubi. It was too close to the keeper, but a missed shout there. We got a corner kick coming up. Ref is 9 million ones better than Friday. Got a corner kick to take, guys. I'm hoping it's Steph. I can't even tell who took it. No, it's Davies. It's a deep one. Ochoa gets a hand on it. Nicely done. Well pressed. Win the ball back to Steph, who's going to just chip it in. A little better communication this time. I blame Mexico for the tie against Panama. I blame the U.S. for losing against Panama. They needed. I blame Honduras as well. They were up 2-0. They needed to see that one through. But Panama they're having a special window. Hutch on the ball. Nicely done to Atakubi, who leaves it. I don't know if he intended to do that, but it looked nice nonetheless to find Alphonso Davies. Offside. Canada player is leading scorer in the French league. He is. Plays for Lille, Jonathan David. Having a fantastic season so far. That's the reason why, if you're asking me who my penalty taker would be, it would be Jonathan David. It would be Jonathan David because he takes penalties at club level. He's used to doing it. I think Alphonso Davies, if there was a penalty, would want to take it because he's just that guy. He wants to be the everything for this Canadian side. Nice ball from Alistair Johnston to find Kyle Laren to get a very weak shot off. Easily taken from Ochoa, but it was a nice little ball there from Alistair Johnston. I feel like Mexico is going to win for some reason. Horizontal dog. Come on. No. That's not the attitude we want to have here. That's not the attitude. We're a pro-Canadian side. I'm kidding. But let me know where you guys are which side you guys are cheering on today. Drop some green in the chat if you guys are cheering on Mexico. Drop some red in the chat or a Canadian flag emoji if you guys are cheering on the Canadians today. Because I do know we got some familiar faces in here that are cheering on Mexico. I know that for sure. It's a nice little ball there. Nice switch from Mexico. Mexico do look a little bit better than I was anticipating with the back three. I thought it would have some effect on their possession game, considering that they played in the 4-3-3 at the Azteca, and we still were, in my opinion, the better side. It's curious to see how they're doing today. Honestly, Davies is getting too much attention and is kind of overshadowing the rest of the team. I don't think it helps our growth. Same for offense shadowing the defense. I think in the Costa Rica game, Davies, I don't know if it was the nerves or just the fact that he's going back to Edmonton and he wanted to be the big deal. Davies, we obviously all know, didn't have a strong match, but it's okay. I mean, we want him to have the freedom to be able to do what he does. I would like to see him in this match maybe relax a little bit more, try using his teammates. But the nice thing about Alphonso Davies is he's going to get bodies on him. He's going to have pressure on him all game long. And if he can build space for the end of behind, which is why I personally like him on the same side as Richie Laryea. Because I think Richie Laryea has got so much attacking talent that when players are kind of taking an extra little caution with Davies, and that space is able to exploit in behind, Richie Laryea is one of the best players at doing that. But right now, they're on opposite sides. We got some red tuning in the chat there. We got a couple of U.S. fans throwing in some blue because they want to draw. And that's understandable. It's a nice ball there. Raul Jimenez has got it, taking a little bit of time. Mexico on with Alvarez looking to get a little bit of the possession. Finds Chucky Lozano, who's hanging back really, really deep. Very interesting. I'm assuming Chucky's going to go over to the left-hand side now. Do you speak Spanish, Josh? I do not. I don't speak French either. I speak one language, and it is English. And I'm questionable at that, to be honest. Panama is on our heels. Is that game over? Did they win 2-1? Okay, there's still time. Come on, El Salvador. Find a way through. U.S. soccer fan rooting for the Canucks. I like it, Carlos. I like it. We'll bring on the added love from our friends from the U.S. But here comes Raul Jimenez. Does very well with his hold-up play there. But Richie Laryea coming back. Cannot get it. Henry beaten with speed there. It's a dangerous ball, but taken to the hands of Milan Borjan. We got lucky there. Henry's speed will be an issue. It's why he's got to have solid coverage from Miller and Alistair Johnston. And getting isolated like that 1v1 is not what you want to see. It was just a little bit too easy. And it could have been a dangerous ball. It was a poor quality ball in the end, and Borjan was able to take it. But that's where you don't want to see Henry get isolated like that. Those 1v1s with speed are never going to be helpful for our boy Henry there. Henry plays it back to Borjan to punt that upfield. I would sell my car and fund your trip to Qatar and live stream in stadiums. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what producer T and I can do, man. We'll have to qualify for it as well. There's still a lot to do, but Steph's on the ball. I want to see Davies, man, get a little bit more involved. It's poor. Little turnover there from Mexico. But Miller does well to end that. Sorry if you've done this already. Can you describe the pitch weather conditions? The pitch is clean. They got the snow all off of it, which is good. It is a CFL football stadium, though. So, I mean, it is a turf pitch. It is going to be very, very hard because it's very, very cold. And I was told that it feels negative 16. So, I'm assuming there's a lot of cold bodies out there. And if anyone hits the deck the way Chucky does, I think it's going to knock the wind out of them. But Davies is on the ball right now. Finds it over to Steph, to Hutch, who I think Hutch has looked pretty good so far in the opening 28 minutes. Looks sturdy in that midfield. Henry plays a dangerous ball to Hutch, but he does do well to find Tajon Buchanan. Has a sloppy touch, though. Punted back upfield. And again, this is what we don't want to see. It was just literally a punt and a hope, and it found Chucky Lozano, who just... Henry cannot keep up. Nicely done from Raul Jimenez, but Alistair Johnston with a very, very good tackle. Daniel Henry is scaring me a little bit, guys. Buchanan does well to win a throw-in, but Henry's had a couple of rash challenges in this half and has been burnt with speed on a couple occasions now. And he just doesn't look comfortable in this match. I'd have to assume with that yellow card he picked up, Herdman may want to put in a halftime substitution for Victoria. I think that would make sense. It's got to be a foul there. Couple Let's Go Canada's coming in the chat. Hope you guys are all doing well. Canada will need a goal. I'm hoping so. We're a goal away from topping the group. I'm getting nervous every time Henry is near the ball. Yeah, he has not been strong this half. A lot of responsibility is going to fall to Alistair Johnston and Kamal Miller. It's when you have a big frame central center back like Henry is, it's important having the outside wing backs like that. Borjan is down right now though, guys. Not ideal. Borjan coming down with an ankle injury. Hopefully our boy is doing good. He went down in the Costa Rica match as well, which is interesting to see. We have our friends from One Soccer tuning in, asking whether it's going to be 5-0 or 6-0. With the -16 weather and the free flowing opportunities, I'm going to have to go with 6. I'm going to have to go with 6 from One Soccer, but big shout out from our friends from One Soccer. What do you guys think? One Soccer, what are you saying? 5 or 6? 5 or 6-0. Borjan with the fake injury again. Just to calm some things down, man. Calm some things down. Alistair Johnston has looked very good in the back three so far. Henry looking a little bit shaky, and being on that yellow terrifies me. Terrifies me a little bit, I'm not going to lie. I'd say it's definitely in the mind of Herdman to potentially look to make that halftime substitution. Herdman picks up a yellow, though. Curious what was going on there. A couple yellow cards coming in from the referee to the dugouts. CONCACAF, baby, you love to see it. Got a couple saying 6-0, so they're agreeing. One Soccer saying 6-0. It's gotta be, man. It's gotta be. Big Jerry comes in with a big old check mark beside him. I say 2-2. I'm saying 6. I'm saying 1-0 Canada. Yeah, my prediction was 1-0 Canada. I'm gonna stick with it, man. Tata got a yellow. Did Herdman get one too there? I think he did. But we're back underway. Alistair Johnston with it. Punting that one upfield, looking for Kyle Larin. And a big reason why I believe Kyle Larin got the nod today is he, as much as we love Jonathan David, he brings that back to goal presence. Kyle Larin does just a little bit more than Jonathan David does, and showed it in full effect right there. But Mexico coming in. Atakubi with a good block. It's another decent ball. Kamal Miller does well. It's a good opportunity there. Mexico got some bodies forward. Chucky Lozano in a dangerous territory, but very well defended by Sam Atakubi, who, in my opinion, has impressed me the most this window because, as I've said, I thought he was more of a conservative fullback, but the Costa Rica match showed to me that he's got some skills to his game, that's for sure. And on top of that, he showed, as again right there, what talented he is at defending as well. I really like the way Atakubi's coming along in this window for sure. Go Canada, go! A lot of flags coming in. Patrick with the maple leaf and the Canadian flag coming in. Hope you're doing well. Alan coming in with the skates as well, which is good to see. It's a nice ball from Ochoa, trying to play it from the back. Lozano is not wearing gloves. Respect. Well, Alistair Johnston, man, there was a debate who's gonna go sleeveless. Alistair Johnston, the Vaughn boy, showing what's up. He's got gloves to his defense. He has got gloves on, but I mean he's got to be freaking chilly. Black uniforms tonight for Canada. Patrick, they look good. They look good. Give me a rating out of 10. Give me a rating out of 10. What you think about the black kits? Because I'm digging them, man. I'm digging them. I'm gonna give them a 9.5. I personally love the black kits. That's a good ball there. Atakubi's pace comes in handy. Puts it back to Borjan and plays it safe. Well done. Atakubi once again, man. Having a very strong game. Got a 7 out of 10 from Jay for the black kits. We got a 12. Leafs for Life says a 9 out of 10. Respectable. That's a nice foul. And that's another good thing that Larin can do. When you get a ball like that, if you're not able to win it, wasn't the best ball. But oh, that's incredible. Good for Herdman, man. That's a tough call to make. That's a tough call to make. 34 minutes in, Henry's going to be yanked for Vitória. That is wild, man. That is wild. It's a ballsy play, guys. It's a ballsy play. I mean, Henry has looked off all match. I mean, two or three rash challenges, picking up the yellow, getting burnt with speed. But you're 10 minutes to half. You could risk it, but Herdman obviously sees that if a red card is to come, it's going to obviously change the output of this game. Respect for Herdman. It's not an easy coaching decision, man. That's a good ball there, but Davies' speed just cannot keep up to it. Ochoa pumps it upfield. But that surprises me. I thought at halftime I'd expect something. But that's tough, man. That's a tough call to make. A lot of you guys are saying not a tough call. We need to win, guys. It is. I mean, you've seen what Herdman's built with this side so far. And he does it because he gets every single player to buy in. He respects every single player. He is not afraid to make tough coaching decisions. But if you're a player and you get subbed off in the first half, it's not a good look, guys. It's not. That's a good ball in there for Borjan. It's not a good look, but it's a tough decision. It's a decision I personally feel comfortable making, to be honest. Maybe he's got a knock. We'll have to see. Borjan is indicating that his that he might be in discomfort. I'll be curious to see if Crépeau is warming up as well. But that's a nice little ball up there to Tajon Buchanan. Buchanan 1v1. Very well defended by, I believe that was Vasquez. Great job to come out by the keeper. That was well done by Borjan. It's a really good opportunity from Tajon Buchanan there. He had a couple little crossovers there, but wasn't able to get the shot off. But we got a corner out of it, man. He has to, because Henry has looked clumsy, and he would probably picked up a red sooner than later. It is. I mean, it's a tough call. It's a ballsy call, but Vitória's in, man. 36 minutes in. It's what you want your manager to do, man. It's a cut-throat attitude, and it's the reason that Herdman is the most impressive manager in CONCACAF right now. We got a corner kick coming up from Eustáquio, and you just got a big aerial presence coming into the play right now. Vitória, let's see if his first touch can be a header into the net. It's not. It's well defended. Adekubi finds Kyle Larin. Vitória is on, guys. What do you guys think? Yes or no? Right decision. To sub out Henry for Vitória in the first half, is it the right decision? Yes or no? For me, it's a big yes. It's a hard call to make. You don't see a lot of managers willing to do it. A lot would have wanted to wait till halftime. And Herdman says, not a chance, man. Adekubi's down. Hopefully he's going to do all right. Every single one of you say right decision. It's tough, man. You got to feel for Henry, though. You got to feel from Henry. It's tough, man. It's tough to come in and get yanked before halftime when it's not an injury. But, I mean, we've all seen his performance so far. Every single one say right decision. Vitória is in. But that's a big yes from every single person in the chat. It's a tough one for Henry. Hopefully he'll bounce back on his next performance. But yeah, I mean, to me it was a shock that Vitória didn't start, especially because it's a 2-game window. If it was a 3-game window, for me it's pretty obvious you find a game to potentially start Henry. But in a 2-game window, you got to start Vitória for both. We cannot afford a red. You're right, man. You're absolutely right. Adekubi's back up, though. It's good to see. Took a little bit of a knock there. Who do you think will win? The best chance of the game, in my opinion, came to Tajon Buchanan, who had a good little 1v1 there. Wasn't able to take advantage of it. It's been pretty 50-50 so far. I still think Canada can find another gear to get to. That was a clumsy touch there from Tajon Buchanan, though. But I don't know. I'm still back in Canada, man. I said 1-0. We'll hope it ends that way. Daniel says, how's it looking? It's looking about what I thought. I mean, my prediction was a gritty 0-0 if I was being like a betting man, or a gritty 1-0 with my heart if I'm going for Canada. And we're seeing a little bit of that. There's been a couple of chances both ways. The biggest concern with me was Henry at the back, and as the big storyline of this first half, Henry got yanked on the 36th minute, and Vitória came in. He was on a yellow. He looked clumsy. He was going into some rash challenges. It was a questionable performance from Henry, to say the least. Jay says, thank you for the live commentary. Can't watch the game, but it's nice to have some interaction. I appreciate it, my man. You guys have been fantastic. You guys are always fantastic on our streams. It's the reason we keep obviously doing them. So a big shout out for you guys, making this a lot of fun. If you guys are just joining the chat, be sure to drop a like as always. Drop a sub. Let me know if you are new. I've seen a lot of subscribers pop in, and I'm not able to give a shout out to every single one just because I'm trying to watch the game. But just know if you did drop a sub, I appreciate it. It means a lot for us here on the channel. And a big shout out for Jay with the kind words. But we're 40 minutes in, approaching halftime. It is still 0-0. And I'd be fine going in with half with a 0-0 draw. I think it's a fair result for both sides. That's a good little look there. And there's Vitória with that rapid 44 pace coming in there, cleaning up shop. I will bet someone right now that Canada will win. Look at the confidence from Ali. It's what you like to see. How are the field conditions? Ask Chuki. He got hammered down pretty hard. I don't think he liked that. It is what it is. I mean, it's negative 16-degree weather. You can see the piles and piles of snow that have lined up. I'm assuming it's a hard pitch. It's turf. It's one where you're going to not want to hit the deck too hard. It's what you would expect, being November in Canada, playing a nice soccer game, if I'm being honest. But there's a nice little opportunity there from Buchanan, but Hector Herrera closes him down very nicely. Yeah, the substitutions, guys, I was saying, I mean, I would have thought Vitória was going to come on at some point. My guess is if Henry had a performance he did, he'd come on at halftime. It happened earlier. The other two predictions, I'm calling them now as a double substitution. Larin for David, K for Hutch. My guess is around the 65th-ish minute. Other than that, we'll take a look over at halftime and come up with some other subs. But those are a couple ones that are coming up for me. It's a nice little ball. Edson Alvarez under a little bit of pressure. But Hutch does well. Nice ball to find Davies. Davies struggled a little bit with the ball at his feet today, man. I don't know if it's those cold feet. Same as Buchanan, who goes from distance and punts it over. But it does look like a couple of the feats, when you're not getting the ball at you throughout the match, you're getting cold, because there's been 2 or 3 opportunities, well, movements that we could have potentially had where the ball has hit Buchanan, it hit Davies, and just kind of bounced off of him. There's definitely some cold feet coming in today for both sides. Mexicans must be freezing. I think everybody's freezing, man. I mean, Eustaque's playing in Portugal, man. I don't think he's used to this as well. But Chuki with a decent ball. Vitória does well to intercept that. Atakubi, got to be careful. Vitória fluffs that. Poor from the back. And it is a foul. It's quickly taken, though, for Mexico. Looking for the offside from Lozano. And defended well. No offside. Yeah, that was tough. It was poor. I don't know if it was the cold feet, but it was a quick ball back to Borjan. And he's had a couple of clearances today that haven't looked overly comfortable. And it was a quick free kick taken there. Raul Jimenez in on goal. But once again, I believe that was Kamal Miller coming back. Did very well. I live here, and I'd be cold. I remember playing with David. We were a string team. No way. You played with David growing up here in Canada? It's a pretty cool story, my man. Nicely done from Kyle Larin on the defensive side of the game. Able to get it. Nicely done from Alistair Johnson. A little bit of patience there. it looked like a good ball, but that's gotta be a foul. And it is. Buchanan has been better than Davies. They've both been a little quiet so far, guys. I think the cold pitch is affecting them with just a touch. Did they say why Crépeau is not starting? For me, I mean, Crépeau's not starting because Borjan's the guy. I mean, Borjan to John Herman is the Canadian men's national team starting keeper. You don't want to put those. For me, a position that you just don't want to throw up for debate is the keeper. You want to have an absolute number one and absolute number two. I think Crépeau can absolutely do a job as the starting keeper, but Borjan knows he's the guy. He's a leader. He's been around this national team for a while now. I think he's still correct to be the number one, but Crépeau is the future for sure. But expect when Borjan is fit, he will be playing. We're in extra time now. 45 minutes have been played. Haven't seen how many additional minutes have been added up. They don't have it up anywhere. Alistair Johnston finds Atiba Hutchinson. 46 minutes have been played. Still hasn't said how many extra minutes have been added. At this point, I kind of hope we just 3 additional minutes. You guys are saying I didn't see that, but good to know. 3 additional minutes have been added. Oh, it's a poor ball. See if we get an opportunity here. Alphonso Davies does well to find Atakubi. Decent ball. Just hit a little too high. And fouled from Richie Larea. Quiet because Davies played in the wrong position. He did well in the previous game when in the left midfield or wing back. I mean, I think Alphonso Davies definitely has a role to play as a winger. I personally like him. If we're playing like a 4-2-3-1, left attacking mid, 3-4-3 left wing, he can be very useful out there. He just hasn't been able to really do that so far this match. And Alistair Johnston from distance, Kyle Aaron! Yeah! I called it, man. I called it. Kyle Aaron, baby. 1-0 Canada. Let's see the W's just before halftime. Alistair Johnston from 20 yards. The outside right center back says, F it, we're going for goal. And Kyle Aaron, what you want your number 9 to do, baby, takes advantage of that and sends Canada top of World Cup qualifying for the CONCACAF, man. I called Kyle Aaron first goal. I'm just going to throw it out there. But it was punted upfield. Alistair Johnston, it's all Alistair Johnston, man. He wins that battle and takes a volley, poorly handled from Ochoa. But look at what Alistair Johnston did there, man. Winning the ball from Pineda, takes it on the volley, should do better, Ochoa. And then Kyle Aaron doing what a number 9 needs to do, baby. Gets his 21st international goal. Puts him 1 behind the all-time record. Let's go, baby. Kyle Aaron. Just before halftime, man, there's not a worse time to concede if you're Mexico. Puck's on net. ABC or whoever said that. Ryan, that was my favorite comment. I get those pucks on net, boys. Oh, that's massive. Let's see if we can see this thing through. Get halftime here, man. 1-0 for the Canadian men's national team over Mexico. Halftime is here. What a time to do it. Kyle Aaron, I love you. All right, guys. That is massive. Let's go around and take a look at some of the other scores just so I'm updated. 88th minute. Panama is still up 1-0. Kind of sucks, but I mean, we are cruising right now, sitting top of CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers. Ah, man, just gives you chills. It gives you chills. But let's go to the chat, guys, during halftime here. How are you guys feeling like that? There's just a lot of hype coming in. A lot of goals. Johnson has easily been the player in the half. Alistair Johnston needs a move to Europe, and I'm saying that right now. He has been fantastic. And that goal That goal, in my eyes, came directly from just pure will and just pure ability. Not only is Alistair Johnston a shorter gentleman, but he went up there, won the aerial duel, got the ball to his foot, took the shot on the volley, had to create a save from Ochoa. Should Ochoa have done better? Probably. He didn't, and then you have your number 9 doing what your number 9 has to do, and Kyle Larin puts it in the back of the net. It's beautiful to see, man, but Alistair Johnston, for me, has been the performer of the match. John Herdman deserves a lot of credit as well to be able to have the cojones to pull off Henry the way he did. But it's wild to see, guys. It's wild to see. We're at halftime here now, guys. If you guys haven't dropped a like yet and you want to tune in, let's see if we can pump up to 150. I know we're quite a distance away, but I mean, there's a lot of love coming in the chat today, and it's what you want to see. But let's get into the chat and see what you guys are saying. Hey, Rude Canadian, nice goal. Alistair Johnston, man, he has my heart. He has my heart. It was a nice goal. It was a nice goal. Tata is in deep caca. Just saying, if you guys want to watch the actual game, you're there in person. It's cold. I can imagine. Question, do we park the bus? No, we do not. I feel like if we were to park the bus, it would invite a lot of pressure. And I feel like Canada and John Herdman have this team playing the way that they want to. That's going to not want to do that. They're going to want this team to continually pushing. There's always, to me, a double-edged sword when you try to park the bus. Especially, you can't do it at the beginning of the second half because you're going to invite 45 minutes of constant pressure. Go out there. You've showed you can go toe-to-toe with Mexico. And you're up 1-0 on them right now. Keep doing what you're doing. And then eventually, towards the end of the match, I'd say towards the last 10 minutes is when you start settling in a little bit. Big up to Canada. Larin scores the greasy goals. Pucks on net. LOL, tactical manager is celebrating. He better be. He better be. 2-0. American here rooting from Canada. There's a ton of Americans tuning in the chat, guys. A lot of 2-0s are rolling in the chat. Rude Canadians. It's what we are, man. It's what we are. Agree, do not make the same mistakes England versus Italy. They can't. And I don't think John Herdman has this team playing in a way that they're going to want to sit back and invite pressure. I truly believe what makes this Canadian team so special is that John Herdman has each and every one of these players buying into what they're doing, knowing that they can go toe-to-toe with Mexico. They did it at the Azteca. I don't think any single one of these players are going to let their intensity slip. I think they're going to go out in the second half and they're going to bring exactly what you should expect them to do. And I think that's the right play. Because if you invite a little bit of pressure in this cold weather, you're going to be sitting here and you're going to be regretting it because you're just going to be peppered with opportunities from the Mexican side. Canada needs to keep pressing. Let Atiba sit back more, tighten up the midfield, and let Buchanan and Davies run in the second half. It is interesting looking at the two sides today. I thought, personally, Buchanan and Davies, they struggled a little bit. It wasn't, I mean, their touches weren't completely on, but they're always going to cause problem with their speed. I thought Hutch has been very good. I really liked Hutch's game. I mean, by far the player of the game has been Alistair Johnston. I think Miller's been really good, and I think both wingbacks have been good. There's been a decent performance all around, aside from Henry, and Herdman pulled him on the 38th minute. He's not taking any prisoners today. John Herdman knows exactly what he wants, and Vitoria's come in, and our back line has looked a lot more calm. It really has. Bold decision, man, but gotta give credit where credit's due. Alistair Johnston is a brilliant player from Mike. He is. I'm just saying, I want to see him go. I'd have to have Scotland, whether it's Celtic, Rangers. I just have them in mind. I'd love to see Alistair Johnston go that way. As a Canadian hockey fan, I could never possibly cheer for American in literally anything. Yeah, there's a little bit of mutual respect going on here from the Canadians and the Americans. Vitoria have been very good since coming on. He is. He's a demanding presence. He's a leader, and if you guys know, every single time we take a free kick, it's a set play, the same set play over and over again. It's Eusakio pinging it deep, and Vitoria not ever losing a duel like that. He should have started the game, in my opinion. I think that was a mistake from Herdman, but 38 minutes in, he corrected it, and I think our back line's going to look a little bit more solid come the second half here. Let's go from the Rude Canadians with a handshake between the U.S. and the Canadians. This is pinch yourself in my dreaming crazy kind of stuff. It is, man. If we could see out this game, if we could pull out a 12-0 as well, I will be in quite a mood. If we win this, guys, I'll try to go and do a space on Twitter and hopefully get to hear from a lot of you guys. Bean, I know it's something you've been wanting me to do for a while. So if we get the W today, after the match, I'll go on Twitter and throw it over to the fans, throw it over to you guys, see what you guys are saying, get some of the reactions. But we got still a big 45 minutes to go. It's far, far from over. But we're in a good position, baby. We're in a good position. Damn, Panama and Costa Rica both won tonight. The table's getting tight. I did not notice that either. Am I not looking properly at my foot mob? I need to update this. Let's take a look at the scores. The game's over. Yeah. Costa Rica won 2-1 over Honduras to keep them in the fight. And Panama, the team that just will not go away, is still up 2-1. It's okay. It's okay. Do you think Reyna's future is at Dortmund? I do. I do. Canada need to clone Victoria. I don't know if they need to clone Victoria. I don't think we would do well with two Victorias. I mean, unless you want to rest one for the other. But in the field, when you play in a back three, Victoria is very, very useful playing as that central center back. And what makes this team so special is utilizing your two outside center backs. And arguably the two best players on the pitch. I mean, I thought Hutch was really strong, but Miller and then absolutely Alistair Johnston. Very, very good performances. Covering mostly for Henry in the opening 38. But they're trusted soldiers to have. It's what you absolutely need them to do. But yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed. The live table has what does the live table have? Let's take a look. Full table. It's got live table right now has Canada in first, US in second, Mexico third, Panama fourth, Costa Rica with 9 in fifth, Jamaica, El Salvador, and Honduras, who have been dreadful. This is wild, man. Can this game convince Flores to pick Canada? The one I personally thought Flores was convinced to play for Mexico for family reasons, for those ties, but he did say he wants to see what this Canadian project has, man. And if you're gonna convince some dual nationals to be interested in this, taking 4 to 6 points from Mexico is the number one way to do it, man. So maybe I don't know. I don't know Flores. I don't know what he's thinking, how tied he feels to either country. But I mean, performances like this, man, 100%. Marcelo Flores should play for Canada. This generation of Canadians is more exciting. And I think you're right, man. I think you're right. I hope he does. I hope he does. Can you imagine Canada at the top of the CONCACAF qualifying group more than halfway through? Hashtag unreal. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be doing some celebrating, man. Let's be honest. We need a win no matter what comes. I agree, man. I agree. And I'm getting more and more nervous, guys. We got almost 400 of you guys tuning in the chat. Let's see if we can get to 150 likes before halftime. Before the halftime's over, can we get to 150 likes? I think we can. Be sure to drop a sub and let me know what you guys' thoughts are so far as well. I am shook. What a goal, Laren. I mean, the goal is all Alistair Johnston, man. Alistair Johnston, take a bow. Winning the duel, winning the ball, having the audacity to go with the half volley. It's incredible. And then Kyle Larin does what he does. Josh, thoughts on Canada 1, US 2, Panama, Mexico. It would be, I mean, it would put Tata under some pressure if they finished in fourth, man. EK's parents wanted him to play for Nigeria, so you never know. You're spot on, man. You're absolutely spot on. There's an opportunity here for a special generation. We're literally living it. If we get Marcelo Flores, it's big, specifically because of the position he plays. We need a cam like that. And a young one playing in the Arsenal Academy. It'd be incredible, man. It would be incredible. We got a donation from Joshua Martinez. Says, appreciate the Canada coverage. Smash L Tree. Big shout out for the donation. The super chat from Joshua. Always appreciated. My man. Canada plus US 12-0. Who's booking their ticket to Qatar? We had some people saying that they wanted producer T and I to book our tickets to Qatar. I think it's a little early. Someone said you smashed 150. You guys in the chat are absolutely killing it. You put us up to to 165 likes in a matter of seconds. I appreciate it, my friends. Man, if someone was born in Canada, grew up in Canada, and wants to play elsewhere, let them. It is privileged to represent Canada. It's special. It's special. And this generation is showing it. I don't want to get too carried away, man. There's a long 45 minutes to go. But right now, as we speak, we're sitting top of the table, man. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. Marcelo, I hope you're watching. Marcelo is a beast of a kid who plays with Arsenal's youth, who can play for Mexico, Canada, or England. You don't want to play for England. You don't want to play for England. Come on. Is Marcelo a striker or a cam? He's a cam. I believe that's... he's still young. He can develop in a few different positions, but I think the biggest pull for Canada is the fact that we would love a 10 like him, and I believe that's his best position right now. Julian de Guzman, yeah. We're not losing those kind of players anymore. We can't, man. We can't. Marcelo's... yeah, he's a 10. What's the best strategy? Preserve the 1-0 or go for 2? I say go for 2. I say don't... I don't want to see them sit back and invite pressure, because it just... It's a strategy that is just going to make it harder for yourself to kill at 45. If we would have scored this goal around the 70th minute, I think that changes things. But there's an entire half of football to go. We've seen what Panama has done in 2 games back-to-back, man. This game is far from over. There's still a lot of work to do. You do not sit back, and I know what Herman has done with this team. He's not going to make this team sit back. Trust me, Canada will be attacking. Hopefully, they'll just keep taking it to Mexico. They'll slip back, and hopefully we can pop in a second one, man. Got a lot of Go Canada goes. Souls just subscribed. I appreciate the sub, my man. Anyone who has dropped a sub and I've missed, no, means a lot, my man. Means a lot. I appreciate it. I just saw that one pop up on the screen. As a U.S. fan, I want Canada to do better, but not too much better. Well, we're sitting top of the table right now, my man. We need more defenders playing in top leagues. Alistair Johnson and Richie Laryea, in my opinion, could both easily move. I think Alistair Johnson would suit playing in Scotland for Celtic or Rangers, or potentially playing in the Prems / a solid championship team. Same as Richie Laryea, but I think at Lariea's age, whether he's rumored because of our FIFA ranking to maybe go to the Prem, at least go to Turkey. Both of those players need to move on. But I do agree with that. Would love to see Tomori play for Canada. It was his choice. I think he'll regret it. This team of Canada is capable of beating anyone in CONCACAF. 100%, man. I like how you say football. I feel like saying soccer makes us not as legit. But as we are, soccer just does not sound right. I'll say soccer. When a game of soccer is played in the snow, it's soccer. That's what we got to know. But yeah, man, this team is absolutely capable of beating anyone in CONCACAF, and they're showing that. You excited for Toronto and MLS playoffs? Yeah. Unfortunately, no. Justin Smith could get a loan or first-team football next season. It'd be nice to get Justin Smith to capped as well. Jonathan David is our best striker. Why is he not starting? My opinion for Herman is that in this system, in this 3-4-3, he wanted someone who's a little bit better back to goal. And Kyle Larin offers that a little bit more than David does. I'm expecting Larin only to last 60-ish minutes. I could be wrong. But that is my opinion. He wanted to go with a system that only had one striker, and he wanted one that a little bit better on aerial duels, a little better at hold-up play. And that is what Larin brings. And shows that we're right now and getting the lead. Got a super chat coming in from Dave. Says, hey, everyone's favorite rude Canadian. As a U.S. fan, I'm so happy you're beating L3. I appreciate the donation, Dave. Means a lot. Helps the channel more than you know. And I'm glad that you're happy, man. If you're happy, I'm happy. It is what it is. But big shout out to Dave with the super chat. Chat is blowing up. There's a lot of hype, man. Canada up 1-0 against Mexico going in to the second half here. I literally had a goal for you guys to hit 150 likes before the second half. But because you guys are crazy, we're at 180. So let's make it even tougher. Can we hit 200 likes before kickoff here? It's about to happen. It might be a stretch. You guys have seconds to do it, but you literally jumped up the last goal ridiculously fast. But let's see. I appreciate the chat is a lot of fun right now. Soccer, soccer, soccer. Football means rugby. Super sub, Jonathan David. Would Josh from 5 years ago believe Canada has become? No, man. I wouldn't. I've told this story a few times on the channel, guys, so I'm sorry if you've heard it before, but it is the truth. There was literally a time when I was young and wanted to cheer on my national team that we went to Gold Cups and we finished with a 0, 1, and 2 record. So we had 1 draw out of 3 group stage games. We got knocked out in the group stage, and I was happy that we scored a goal. It was a De Rosario penalty. I was just happy that we got a point and we got a goal. That is where we were. This is what we become. I could have never imagined that in my time, and it's incredible to see, and it's why I love doing what we're doing here on the channel. And it seems like this is there's a lot of you guys out there as well who are probably just as excited as I am, or even some of the guys who are older out there. I know Kelly might not be in the chat right now, but there's a lot of you guys who've been following the national team for quite some time, and it's very impressive, man, to see what this team has become. But we got Space Taco with another donation here on the channel saying donating for good luck. Big shout out for Space Taco and the donation. I appreciate it, my man. Means a lot, and I hope it brings us some good luck. We'll have to wait and see. But the guys are getting warm again with a little bit of runs going on. Trying to warm back up because it's freezing. But the Panama game is over, and unfortunately, you know, they did win. Joshua Martinez with a $2 donation. $2, 2-0. Let's do it. 2-0. You guys are wild. Joshua, big shout out, my friend. I appreciate the donation. Means quite a bit. Try to hit up as much chat as I can before the second half gets going here. Only people not happy about this: Hockey Canada, Raptors basketball. Hey, I love the growth, man. I love the growth of the sport I've just loved for so long. And it's good to see. And it's good to see all you guys out here in the chat supporting our national team, because this is unprecedented times for Canadian men's national team supporters. And it's been a long journey, but it's good to see. And if we can finish this, man, we'll be partying tonight. I may crack our beverage. You never know. 7 years ago, Laren was our golden boy. He was in university. A kid in university who we were built our team around. Canada deserves to qualify for the FIFA World Cup in 2022 in Qatar before the 2026 one. They do, man. It's something about qualifying. For actually qualifying. Proving to yourselves that you can do it on your own. And it's what I want to see. Here's a cool comment coming in. It says, I've been following since the 1982, and this team has never been so skillful and daring and composed. Beautiful comment there, my friend. We went from De Rosario to Guzman Bros to David. Long journey. It has been, man. It has been a long journey. It's beautiful to see, man. When were you young? Hell, I remember watching. Okay, I'm not that young, man. Not that young. No, De Rosario was he was my Canadian soccer guy. He was the name I loved to watch. I mean, Hutch, obviously, because he's been around for a while, and he was always playing pretty much in Europe. But, guys, we're underway. Appreciate all the love in the chat. Be sure to drop a like if you're tuning in. I think you guys hit 200, because you guys are wild. But second half kickoff is underway, guys. 45 minutes away from another historical night. There was a substitution for Mexico. I think it's doesn't actually look like a change in shape. Just a personnel switch there. No substitutions for the Canadians. Chucky Lozano came out, man. Gerardo came in for Chucky Lozano, man. That is a surprising substitution. Chucky out, man. That's a statement. Any Mexican fans in the chat? What do you guys think of Chucky coming out? Tecatito came in as well. Dominguez came off, so it does kind of look like they might have went to the 4-3-3 system that they're used to. And it does. They definitely did. And that was the big thing I was talking about, guys. When we saw the starting 11 for Mexico, that they played in their 3-4-3. Nicely done there, Kyle Laren. He's got Buchanan with him. It finds Tejan. Nicely done from Buchanan. Ah, it's a good opportunity there. It was a good opportunity. Well done from Buchanan down the side. But yeah, they're, if you know Tata, they just play the 4-3-3. And then I spoke to it earlier saying how, oh, that's a good ball, but Adekubi is all over it. I spoke into the fact that that Canada is used to using different systems, so it wouldn't surprise us which system we use. But for Mexico, they're 4-3-3 through and through. So I think the fact that they switched it up was a huge, I don't know, man, a huge question mark, and it definitely looked that way. All yellow card players have been subbed out. Ah, that's a good point. That's a really good point. And that's smart. Maybe they thought Chucky was getting a little aggressive there. I didn't think about that, but I still think the fact that he's a winger. Look at Bornian's style. Bornian's built different. Nice ball up. It's a good start here for Canada. 2 minutes in. I think Henry did good butchering the Mexican in the first half. I don't know, man. Henry was questionable in that first half. But I mean, he did do one thing. He knocked Chucky down pretty hard. I don't know. I don't think that would have any effect on why he subbed it out. I'm assuming. I don't know. I think it's a little surprising they took him out. But here comes an opportunity for Mexico. Finds Pineda. But well done from Alistair Johnston, who continues, man. Who continues his strong game today. There is a foul coming up from Mexico in a bit of a dangerous area. Does T celebrate when we score? T, do you celebrate when we score? Of course he does. Producer T is a little bit ahead of me on the game that he's watching, so a lot of the times he sees goals before I do. So he doesn't celebrate before I celebrate. So, you know, a lot of love for Producer T for not ruining it for me. Do the soccer balls have a heater? I'd assume. I don't 100% know. Actually, I don't think so, but they should. That was a poor free kick from Mexico. And Victoria just punts that upfield, man. My first World Cup I can remember was the 1966 England-West Germany, when England winning 4-2. But here comes Buchanan. Take the look. Tajon, no! Tajon! Oh, no! Buchanan with a massive, massive opportunity. He's got it again. He finds Davies. 1v2. Waits for Adekubi. I'm not sure what he was doing there, man. That was a huge look. Oh, Tajon. He should have, one, played it earlier. He had Davies running in beside him. Or two, if just fake it, because you know the defender's going to bite on Davies and take it for yourself. He just completely fluffed it. Oh, that was a huge chance, man. That was a huge chance. God. It's another deep ball there from Alphonso Davies, though. With his speed. But very well done from Nestor Araujo. Dave comes in with another donation. Big shout out to Dave. He says, how cold is it in Edmonton? It feels -16. So freezing. Very, very cold. And I don't know what's going on with Tajon's foot today, but I think maybe it's affecting him a little bit, because that was just a huge, huge opportunity, man. Huge opportunity for Tajon Buchanan. Where are you from in Canada, Josh? I'm near London, Ontario. Any of you guys know where that is? Somewhere in and around there. Very small town. Very small town. Yep, the game is opening up. It is, guys. Buchanan has been very poor today. Need to get him off. I mean, we do have Miller. We do have Miller on the bench. But this man, that's just... He had to play the ball, obviously, into Davies. Wasn't able to do it, but we do have a set piece coming up here. As I always say on set pieces, guys, keep an eye on Victoria. Keep an eye on Victoria. Eustachio likes putting the ball very deep to find him, and he likes to cut it back across goal. Eustachio goes deep. This one's a little bit better. No offside. Kyle Larin. Jump in a snowbank. Oh, Adekubi. If you can get a picture of that for the thumbnail for the 5 takeaways, that is what we're going to need to get. Kyle Larin celebrates in a snowbank. How Canadian does it get? Oh, I need that picture. That has got to be the background for the YouTube channel. Did you guys see Atakubi's celebration? He literally dove in a snowbank. And this is why Kyle Larin started. I said, man, he's now tied the record for the most goals ever scored for the Canadian men's national team, guys. So drop a big fat W in the chat. Drop a like on the channel if you have not done it already, but especially a W and a congratulations from Kyle Larin. And this is why Eustachio has to take our free kicks, man, because he's so good at what he does. It is clearly onside. It's not even debatable. It is just a perfect ball, awful defending, and all Kyle Larin has got to do is just touch it. Just touch it into the net. Oh, Kyle Larin, man. What a historical night for the Canadian men's national team. Kyle Larin with a brace ties the record, his 22nd international goal for the Canadian men's national team. Comes up on the biggest stage. And you can't say we didn't deserve it, man. Oh, man, I need to get a black Larin kit. That's the next one. That's the next one. Guys, yes or no for the next Canadian men's national team jersey? Kyle Larin, number 17, black kit. And if Larin scores a hat trick tonight, he breaks the record, and he tied the record right now. I can't imagine what I'm seeing, man. But we're back underway. Mexican fan here. Canada deserved this win. This round time of World Cup qualifiers is where they need to start to get Mexico in the same old mistakes, careless style of play. So very open opinion there from a Mexican supporter. And yeah, man. It's tough. It's tough for the Mexican supporters. Canada are playing well, man. They're playing well. Kyle Larin with a brace. They're really opening it up. Zero. The French part, I like that. Jay, you made me laugh. I cracked up there. Nicely done. But the boys are starting to wake up, especially on the wing play. Eltree at it again. Love from Tintin, Ohio. Big donation coming in. Lobsman Jr., I appreciate the donation, my friend. Joshua Martinez back at it again with another $2 one. He said $2 for 2-0, man. So Joshua Martinez deserves a little bit of credit. He put a $2 donation earlier, and he did another one now. It says, Eltree is finished. Congrats on 2-0. There's still a long time to go, ladies and gentlemen. There's still a long ways to go. We got another set piece coming up. This time it's Alphonso Davies to take. It's a poor one. It's got to be Hutch, man. It's got to be Hutch taking that. Did you see Buchanan's bicycle off the crossbar? I did. That would have been one of the goals. Man, I don't even know how to describe that goal. I wish that one would have went in, but Kyle Larin's got my day today. We got to go for the hat trick. We in the same night, guys. If Kyle Larin can get a hat trick in the same night, we would have Hutchinson getting his 90th cap, breaking the record for the most caps ever from a Canadian men's national team player. And Kyle Larin tonight, he drew it already. He's tied with De Rosario for the most goals ever scored for the Canadian men's national team with 22. But if he scores another one, man, he is all by himself. Update your score. You did. It's 2-0. Unless I'm behind. Commonwealth Stadium is just vibing. It's wild, man. It's absolutely wild. If he gets a hat trick, will Edmonton fans throw hats on the field? Pucks on net. Boys, pucks on net. I don't know. I still can't get over Atakubi's celebration in the snowbank. And we have a big task for Producer T, which is getting that image, because it's literally the funniest thing. I don't know. It's freezing cold, and Atakubi willingly just says, all right, I'm jumping headfirst into the snowbank. That is Canadian, man. That is Canadian to the heart, man. But I'm vibing. I'm vibing right now. The boys are waking up. They're taking their game to another level. Let's go, Canada. we got a cheeky guy joining the joining the stream tonight. It is Tactical Manager comes in. Eltree is finished with the $1.99 donation. Tact, how you feeling, my friend? How you feeling? I appreciate the donation. And the statement, which I could have probably guessed what you were going to say. Tactical Manager is loving this. I can imagine. There's another substitution looking to come in here. Cordova's going to be looking to come on. I'm assuming... I'm not really sure who is going to come in for that. It's a decent ball there. Nice little touch, but cleared out well. The boys are playing very well, not only defensively, but on the attacks as well, is our boy Sam Atakubi. Finds Eustachio. That's a poor ball. But a monster donation comes in from Dave. Dave's been vibing all night, man. You're from London, Ontario. I used to live in Oakville. Will you take Queen's Elizabeth downtown Detroit, where I'm originally from, to go visit family? I used to stop at Tim Hortons for their donuts and soup. It's a beautiful donation, man. Dave, I appreciate it once again, man. Dave's always been a very generous donator here on the channel. It's very much appreciated, and what a story. But yeah, I live somewhere around London, Ontario. Somewhere around there in a very small town of about 2,000 people. So, I had to grow up with my thoughts on the game all to myself because no one in my small town was into it, man. But there's a shift. There's a shift in Canada. We got producer T just right into it now. So there's someone else in our small town that is just living through the sport, right, T? Okay, never mind. I just said I got you. You're vibing on the Canadian men's national team. But that was nice hands there from Borian. Tactical Manager with another donation says Eltree are youth trophy merchants. Any chance Filippo can get just to toss in a a little stab there at Eltree, but that was a nice little opportunity there. It didn't look overly threatening, but Josh, I was in Paris in the summer to do some kayaking. My mom grew up in Paris, and I played soccer in Paris and Brantford growing up, so that is where I played. I don't know if anyone played in the Hamilton region, but that is where you would have probably faced me. But Cordova has come on for their substitution. Pineda is the one who's coming off. He was very quiet today. Borian looks sharp. I mean, it's what you want. You want your keeper to be alert at all times. It wasn't the most dangerous opportunity that was coming in. But, oh, look at the body from Kyle Larin. Oh, it's a foul. Larin's pissed. Larin ain't getting subbed out now. I'm hoping not. We got another sub on the channel. I couldn't tell what the name was, but anyone who's dropped a sub on the channel, guys, big shout out to you. I appreciate it. I couldn't see who that name was. Ricardo. Producer T saw it. Ricardo, I appreciate the sub, my man. Are you planning to have a meetup in the near future, bro? I don't know. There could be some interesting things happen in the future, and then in the next few months. I'm not sure how I would pull it off, but potentially, man, potentially. Engaging with you guys is a lot of fun. It looks like I might be doing a Twitter space tonight after the game, so if you guys want to get your thoughts and opinion in, our Twitter is somewhere on the screen, maybe not. Yeah, there it is. TV_JJD. So if you want to follow us on Twitter, we might do a space and hopefully hear from some of you guys tonight as well. But we're starting to see Canada sit a little further back now. Nicely done. Well done from Eustachio. He's had another good game as well. My donation has brought good luck. All the donations have, and it's always appreciated, my friends. Especially Joshua's Dulce 01 was a clever one, but good hands once again from Borian. Looking good, man. Looking good. It still bugs me as a U.S. fan how Panama keeps coming back the past two nights. Trust me, as a Canadian fan, it bugs us too. It's a deep ball. Nestor Araujo does well with it. Oh, shoved off, ref, surely. And it is. Well done. Well done. Lost to Paris in a semifinal a couple years ago. Wouldn't have been me. I haven't played for them in a bit. Predict it. There will be another goal. If there's another goal, the way that this night is going so far, it is Kyle Larin getting the hat trick. If I'm putting money on another goal, guys, I'm putting it on Larin to make even more history tonight. Fact checker says, I am an L-Tree fan, and I want to say Canada are the best in CONCACAF. I hope this game makes Tata realize that whatever coach and Tata will get sacked, and Ochoa isn't the guy anymore. Some bold statements from fact checker saying Canada is the best in CONCACAF. We're recording our CONCACAF Council on Thursday, guys. So I gotta hopefully strut in there with some swagger for Pete and Owen. And JD, I don't know if he'll show up. I'm kidding. No. I think JD will show up. JD, I know you'll show up. It's okay. Got another set piece coming up. 61 minutes in. Alphonso Davies to take. He hasn't been getting the... It had a nice little kind bounce there, but Davies' set pieces have not been there. I've been saying it for a while. They do it because he's on his left there, but nicely done from Richie Larea. Bodied in the box. Ref points no. That could have been the penalty hat trick, man. What? Come on. Another poor turnover. Look at the bodies forward. Kyle Larin, he's going to go for that. Of course he is. Hat trick for Kyle Larin? Not a chance. That's a pen. Stolen pen. The chat is not having it. I'll have to see a replay on that. There's no VAR, so it doesn't matter as much as we want to scream and yell. If there's no call, it's not a pen. I haven't seen a replay. We're going to see it right now. Richie Larea just dancing. Let's take a look here. No, I think that was a fair call. Look at him get all ball right. Actually, kind of looked like he got ball. That could have. I think that could have been a pen. If there's VAR, it definitely would have been looked at and probably overturned. I'm buying my ticket to Qatar to see Canada in the World Cup. Let's go, Canada. Not a pen as a Canadian fan. Yeah, Gavin, I'm kind of with you. I saw two different angles there. One looked like he got the ball. One looked like he got the leg. But again, it doesn't matter because there's no VAR. So I can't pout and cry about it. But I'm not overly that mad about that one. I've seen worse. Vittoria with it. Goes long. Kyle Larin looking to come in through. There's a split decision here in the chat whether that was a penalty. I've seen about half of you guys say it was a pen and half of you guys say it wasn't. And I'm torn as well. I actually don't really know. But that's a nice ball. Atakubi's had a really good game as well, guys. He's had two really good games. Angie says not a pen. To be honest, I see us in the near future dominating CONCACAF and winning multiple gold cups as long as Canada finds great young talents. Well, on the off chance, Marcelo Flores, you're in the chat today. You know, I don't need to say it. You know, you and I both know. 1,500 round trip to Qatar. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. Jonathan David will score. I'm curious what subs are going to come up next. I said around the 65-minute mark was my guess before the match started. I saw Larin and Hutch potentially being taken out. But I don't know because Hutch has had a really good game and Larin has scored twice. And Larin looks fit. I think it was a stomach issue that kept him out of the start for the Costa Rica match. So I'm curious to see how long Larin will go, but I still have a feeling Hutch will eventually probably be taken off. Buchanan needs to come off. Buchanan as well. I would be happy to see Miller come on for Buchanan. Good little opportunity there for Mexico. It's a decent ball. No one was able to attack it near side. Sanchez is with it. Corona. Oh! That was better for Mexico. A little wake-up call for Canada, knowing that this game is still far from over. We're at the 65th minute, and very safe hands from Milan Borjan there, guys. It was well worked. Tecatito with it. Decent ball. Dangerous area. Just wasn't enough on it. Placement had to be better to get that through Borjan, and Borjan with a comfortable save in the end. Here comes Davies. Oh, absolutely flat. That's got to be a foul. Ref. That was a body check. And there's a dangerous opportunity coming the other way. Raul Jimenez. But that one went out. Borjan is livid. Man, that was a big collision. We're going to see a replay of that. He got absolutely flattened there. I'm going to knock the wind right out of him. Eltree in the mud. I'm confident. JJD TV memes. My boy comes in. How you doing? Why is Mexico so finished? I mean, I wouldn't say finished. I think that's a little unfair, but they're definitely not what they used to be. Davies, hopefully he's okay. It was definitely a big collision. I think it's a bit of an aging squad. I think Tata has to be looked at a little bit as well. They're really just not thriving. I don't know. Herman's got this team playing exactly how he wants them to. He's got them believing. I think Herman, honestly, it's a statement, and I don't think there's a lot of the debate. Herman's the best manager in CONCACAF. But that's a nice little ball from Hutch to find Davies. Oh, that was a dangerous ball from Alphonso Davies. Buchanan just couldn't get in there, but Hutch does well to balance it off. Does he take a foul? Oh, he doesn't. That should have been foul. Dave with another donation says, there's talk about VAR next international break, so it's CONCACAF. There should 1000% be VAR in World Cup qualifying. If you guys kept an eye on Ghana winning 1-0 at South Africa on a very, very poor penalty call, and because of that penalty call, South Africa, Ghana both finished 4-1-1 and went out on goal difference. So it's a excruciatingly painful way to get eliminated from the World Cup. It's important, and it's worthy of having VAR. It's ridiculous that CONCACAF hasn't. I know some stadiums there's the debate whether they can get it in there or not, but I hope. But I appreciate the donation, Dave, and any World Cup qualifying needs to have VAR. It's as simple as that. Hey Josh, I come here from your bestie Filippo, and just want to say Buenas noches, 2-0. There's a good ball from there. Can Davies get there? No, he can't. Gio, how you doing, my man? Yeah, I think Tactical Manager's probably eating this up right now, but hopefully we can. There's 20 or so minutes to go here. And there's a dangerous foul coming out. We still got some work to do, man. This game is not over yet. John Herdman is goated. He's got my heart, man. John Herdman's got my heart. Incredible seeing what he did with the women's national team coming over to the men's. A lot of question marks when he was appointed, and the man he's just good, man. He's good at what he does. But there's a foul picked up here. Richie Larea takes it. It's going to be a dangerous set piece coming in. Hopefully, good opportunity for Canada to defend here. It's a good ball, and it is defended nicely, but it is going to be out for a corner kick. Very well done. Very well organized, the boys are. Game's not over yet. No, it's not. There's still 20 minutes to go, and Panama showed us all. You gotta finish this, man. Hey, Trinidad and Tobago. Question, how many points will it be to qualify? Nicely done. Look at Kyle Larin. He's just absolutely all over the pitch today. It doesn't matter where you are, attacking, defending. Our boy is looking good. The number that's tossed out there is 21. 21 points should get you to qualify. Kyle Larin, once again, man. Another man of the match performance. Him and Alistair Johnson are going at it. Jonathan David's warming up, though. I'm assuming he'd come right in for Kyle Larin. I know it's cruel to take him out because the hat trick is creeping around there, but he does look a little bit tired. And what a performance, man, from Kyle Larin. He's down right now, so I mean that definitely makes it a little easier to have him come on. But hopefully Larin's okay. Incredible performance from him. He just had 2 huge defensive plays on top of the 2 goals he scored. Our boy is good. History, Canada beat Mexico in the 2000 Gold Cup with Jimmy Brennan. I've met Jimmy Brennan a few times. The manager for York. Kyle Larin, just play center back, why don't you? Third back-to-back play. Oh, rap, that's a yellow. That's yellow. But look at the bodies going forward. Richie Laryea. Ah, that's a yellow, though. That is a yellow card. That has to be. Richie Laryea with massive pace. Wasn't able to square it through. Alphonso Davies and Kyle Larin are both pretty upset. But that is for surely a yellow. Right there on the pole, that is a yellow card. He grabbed him by the neck. You can let the advantage go, I get that. But that is, the ref is staring right at it. That is a absolutely clear yellow card. That was ridiculous. It was a smart yellow to take. I mean, I don't blame him for taking the yellow. It's just I'm surprised he didn't make it, but it is the substitution we were expecting. Kyle Larin with a absolute, guys, drop a W in the chat. If that was a W performance, if I've ever seen one, it was Kyle Larin, because not only did the man score a brace against Mexico, he's walking off with a massive cut because he's a wounded soldier, but he also had 3 back-to-back-to-back defensive plays when defending set pieces. Another key attribute he brings on, when you're defending set pieces like that, Kyle Larin has got the ability to defend, and he won 2 headers as well as a defensive clearance. From your strikers, what you want to see, man. For me, man of the match, just because it's just what you want. It's just a completely well-rounded performance. I love the man. Another tactical stroke of genius for our man, John Herman, starting him. Jonathan David is in. There is a corner to take from Davies. He's going to get another shot at it. That's a deep one. Cleared out as well. 72 minutes played, guys. Getting closer and closer. Laryea. That was poor. Kyle Larin better than Raul Jimenez and Mori combined. I'm not gonna argue with that, with the truth you're dropping on me, my man. Come on, lads. There's another substitution. Edson Alvarez is coming out now. This game, Canada got lucky. They weren't down to 10 men, and Mexico lucky half. There doesn't have a yellow. I definitely wouldn't say Canada got lucky. I think Henry had his opportunities. I don't think he would have been sent off, and Herdman made sure of it by yanking him off early. But yeah, I mean, for another substitution being, I'm definitely expecting K to come on for Hutch. It sucks because in these situations, Hutch would be so good to have on. He's so good at shielding the ball, relaxing the tempo of the match, and of course what he does best is just oh, look at Kubi nutmegging. Oh, this man's a skiller. I hope FIFA's taking notes, man. That's a 5-star skiller right there. Put Connor McDavid out there. Davies, you're coming off. McDavid's going on. With Alvarez out, Mexico no longer has a midfield. No. Man, they're going for it. Mexico has had all attacking substitutions, basically. It's going to hopefully, the more bodies they put forward, and if they can't capitalize, there's going to be a huge counter-attacking opportunity for Canada, man. Nice ball. David creates a foul. Ref's been on our side this game, man. This has been a good refereeing performance, in my opinion, for Canada. Do you know when Canada got a big boost years ago when they weren't that great? It's different now. It's just they're continuously recruiting players. They're continuously developing players. This didn't happen overnight. It just looked like it's all clicking together. And it's incredible, guys. A massive performance. The boys are up 2-0 to go potentially with the remaining 15 here to end with a perfect 6-for-6. Ochoa and Hector are mad ancient, man. They got an aging team. Mexico does. They're still a very talented side. Let's not kid ourselves, man. Mexico is still a talented side. They can still do damage, and they should still qualify for the World Cup. But everyone, I don't think, was expecting, including myself, I'm being honest, I don't think I was expecting this Canada. But here's a chance for Raul Jimenez. Gonna hit it from distance. Raul Jimenez has been quiet this game. That was a good opportunity for him right there. Was able to get it on his favorite foot and just punted that one just a little over the net. It's a good effort, but it was always rising. Only 75 minutes done, but hey, the game is still not over. It's not, man. The stress is going to keep coming in. Canada beating a U.S. a few years ago was the first sign. I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. That was a big moment for Canada when we beat the U.S. Alphonso Davies does well. Nice pass to find Eustachio. And this is where Mexico can be in trouble. On the counter. Canada still attacking. It's a poor ball there from Atakubi, but we are able to get possession. David with a nice ball out to him. Atakubi with it. Look at the skills, man. Our boy doesn't care. That one didn't work out, but I want to say Atakubi's been at least like 5 for 6 when it came to skill moves. Stress for the game is done. Man, there's still time to play. The sport is crazy. You never know what's gonna happen. And Panama showed that. Panama is just right in the fight. Nestor Araujo with it. Raul Jimenez hasn't scored a damn goal, only penalties. Chicharito should be the striker. Chicharito. Javier Hernandez. I don't think you'll probably see him again, if I'm being honest. Top spot is looking nice. How's the view from up here, guys? Watch this. You're predicting Jonathan David will score? All right, I'll hold you to it, my man. I'll hold you to it. I kind of hope Davies can get one. It'd be nice for him to score in Edmonton, but if you guys are just joining us on the chat, I appreciate everyone tuning in, watching the stream. Be sure to drop a like if you guys have not done so already. Drop a sub as well. This has been quite the live stream so far, man. We're on the 78th minute. There's a few to go. Few to go, man. Hey, man, you were reaching 1 million views. Major milestone. I didn't even realize that. I think we're creeping up there. A lot of it goes out to you guys, man. I appreciate all the support you guys have shown on the channel. Had a lot of fun with the watch along with you guys today. There's still probably about 15-ish minutes left. And if we can pull this off, man, this is gonna be something else. Nice little throw in there from Alistair Johnston. David as well. He won himself a throw in as well. What happened to Ao Akinola? He picked up a very serious injury, and for some reason I felt like he was coming back in March. I could be wrong with that. I can't remember exactly how long his injury is, but it was an ACL injury, and it took him out for a long time. But yeah, I mean, with EK coming on, when AO gets back, I mean, Cavallini's position is looking a little dangerous. There's some rumors I heard today, guys, linking Cavallini to Mexico, to Liga Mexi, and I think that would be a fantastic move. I'd be all for it. I don't think Cavallini's quite done in the national team yet. I don't think he's a starter, and arguably not even as a substitute option anymore, but he does offer something a little bit different. A true natural 9 back-to-goal type striker, but he needs to get out of Vancouver. If there's any Whitecaps fans in the chat, I think you would agree with me. If someone scores, I hope that they will do a shirt-off celebration into the snow. I wouldn't rule it out, considering Atakubi did some type of dive in there. Do you find a picture of it? Did you find a picture of Atakubi?
I just screenshot it from...
I screenshot it.
I tweeted it. It's going viral.
Oh, I love it. Pardon? That's awesome. What does this mean for Canada if we win? Sorry, I don't know soccer. This is a statement. A statement, guys. We do have a corner kick to defend here. Decent ball. Nicely done. Well defended. But no, it's massive. Look at the bodies going forward, man. Alphonso Davies running down everything. Absolutely everything. Putting so much pressure on the Mexican side. You gotta be careful with the legs, but oh man. But no, this is a massive, massive milestone for Canada, man. And someone in the chat made a great point that the first one was the win over the US. And now, considering what we've been doing ever since World Cup qualifiers has started, And the fact that we're up 2-0 right now and could potentially sit first place in World Cup qualifying is unbelievable. This sport is growing massively in this country. I've loved it my whole life, so it's pretty freaking amazing to sit here with 460 plus of you guys who hopefully love the sport just as much as I do. It's good to see, guys. It's good to see. But it's not done yet. As I keep saying, there is still work to do. 81 minutes played. Mexico is going to be putting balls in the net, and no, they're not, because nicely taken down by Milan Borjan. Tat is getting fired. It's time for Canada to park the bus. I'd say a little bit. I'd say a little bit. If I was Canada, I'd be cautious. But if you watch the way that they are, and watch Alphonso Davies, that last one was a perfect example. They're not done yet. It's just the mentality that Herdman has put in this side. They are not done. They feel like they can go more. They feel like they're going at Mexico. They've been the better side every single match they played against Mexico this year. And finally, it looks like they're going to be rewarded for it. So if you guys are excited, man, hashtag 2-0. Canada is in the first place, but there is way they move in the top 15 in FIFA rankings. No, they're not going to go in the top 15. They got some distance, but if they keep performing the way that they are, I mean, there's a chance. Eventually, not yet. I see Chris. I saw it. Hashtag 2-0. Nice little foul there. Hopefully David's okay. He's down, but well done, man. As an American, I'm not really looking forward to going to Canada. Y'all look scary. John Herdman, man, the guy is he's just built different, man. He's just built different. A couple other guys I've noticed subscribe to the channel. Always appreciate it, guys. If I didn't give you a shout out for subscribing, just know I appreciate it. I just saw someone's pop up, so I appreciate the sub. Means a lot. I'm so happy the sport is growing. It is so hard to watch the sport when nobody can relate to it because you can talk. And I spent my entire life growing up keeping my thoughts about the sport to myself. I did. I just followed it independently because I just didn't know what the market was like. And I grew up in a small town, so no one could talk to me about it, which is why I turned to YouTube. If they weren't coming to me, I was going to you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Hope you guys enjoy the stream and you're as happy as I am. Because I'm a loss for words. We're up 2-0 against Mexico. We're going to be top of World Cup qualifying. But Brady comes in with... it doesn't look good, though, for Jonathan David. The stretcher's coming out. That's super, super disappointing. He's standing up, though, which is a good sign. The stretcher would have had me a little bit concerned if he needed it. I think it's going to show another look. I think it looked like a bit of a headed collision. But Brady comes in with a big $5 donation. I appreciate that, Brady. Awesome member here on the channel. Always involved in our chats, each and every watch along. I remember before the Suriname match in June how nervous I was. Now we're beating Mexico. What a wonderful ride it's been this year. Brady, you nailed it. Appreciate the donation, and the statement spoke for itself. Beating Mexico and maybe getting a little something against the U.S., you'll probably jump into the top 35 at least. Where are Canada right now? I believe we're 49th or 48th. Something we just cracked top 50. But we got a dangerous little set piece coming up here. Eustachio, tricky little play, finds Alphonso Davies. A little 1v2. Does he win himself a corner? I believe he does. How would Canada do against teams like Brazil, England, Germany, Argentina? I'm not. It's hard to tell, man. I want to take it one step at a time. Teams like Colombia, Uruguay, Poland. I think Canada could go in there. I don't know how they would do. It's a nice little ball there. Victoria had a good opportunity. I'd like to think that they can compete with anyone. can give a competitive match to anyone in world football. Is what I'd like to think. But we'll have to wait and see. And we may get a chance to take on some of those teams in Qatar. But nicely done there from Alphonso Davies. And this is what you got to do. 86 minutes in. Try to hold on to the ball for a little bit. I got a cider and a joint with my name on it if we win. Oh, Bean. You cracked me up. Watch them add like 7 extra minutes of extra time. I hope not, man. I hope not. Your channel is great, Josh. Keep up the awesome work. From Nathan. I appreciate the kind words, my friend. You guys make the channel what it is. I appreciate everyone who's tuned in along here for hopefully and potentially a pretty historical night. There is a double substitution looking to come, though. Cavallini and Osorio. I don't think Jonathan David's on the pitch right now. He did go in and he sat down, so we are technically playing down a man. And that's another good hands there from Milan Borjan. Again, the experience is what you need from your keeper. Well done, man. Well done. I can't get over his outfit, but he looks incredible. Those are safe hands, man. That's what you want. It's what Ochoa couldn't provide to Mexico. And Borjan did so well there. And now we got our double substitution coming on. Unfortunately, Alphonso Davies coming off. A decent performance. Not probably what Davies would have loved to have, but Osorio's coming on. Concussion protocol is what Bean is saying for our boy Jonathan David, who was unfortunately subbed on and then subbed off. It is Lucas Cavallini. So, no Ike Ugbo, which I'm a little bit surprised with that he did go for Cavallini. Obviously, Cavallini being the big presence he had could come helpful for any set piece defending we may have to do. We'll have to see. Hey, bro, I would watch the game, but I have homework, so I came here. That's all right, my man. I will keep you updated. We have 88 minutes played, baby. Minutes away from probably the most impressive performance and result in Canadian men's national team history. We're sitting back. Osorio, Cavallini just coming on. Hutchinson looking to last. Will last the entire 90. There's a shift, man. There's a bit of a shift in CONCACAF right now. I can't do this. Okay, guys. 2-1. 91 minutes have been played out of the 95, and then probably then some that will be played. And parking the bus is definitely what's going to happen now. Mexico going long. Raul Jimenez is going to be the target man, but Eustaquio clears it out. Osorio does well. Gotta be a foul, ref. Gotta be a foul. They're not blowing for anything now. They're going to go for the deep throw-in. Sanchez has got it. Ends up going short. It's a poor ball into the box, but defended quite well. Oh, that's gotta be a foul, ref. He says get up. Come on. He's letting them play in the last minutes. Apparently you can body check. And there's a corner. Keep your heads. This is what Atiba Hutchinson's got to do. And he's telling everyone right now. Keep your heads. Relax. It's okay. Stay composed. There's minutes to go. Dangerous corner kick coming up. Oh, God. Oh, that was definitely on the line. There's no VAR, so it doesn't matter. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out. Oh, my God. I don't know how that didn't go in. Milan Borjan pulling something out of his butt. Oh, my gosh. Deep throw. Defended well. Step, get it out. I would like to see a replay of that because I have no idea how that did not go in. Even the live ticker showed a goal. VAR can't do anything about it, so we get that, but Ref seemed pretty confident that did not go in, but Canada is absolutely scrambling. Takatito's with it. He's going to deliver another one in. It's a good ball. It's deep. Borjan grabs. "94 minutes played. A minute to go." It's showing it again. So let's see how close this was. It was right there. Borjan with one of the best saves you will ever see. It didn't go in. It was a great call. And fell to Kamal Miller. Raul Jimenez does well. Holds it up. Oh, Larray, you gotta get there, my man. You're gonna be whipping a dangerous one in. 94 minutes, 30 seconds played. They're going deep to Tecatito. It's blocked. Finds Herrera's blocked again. Oh, Borjan's got it. Sebastian Cordova gets a half little volley in there. And a huge, huge save from Borjan. It wasn't the strongest effort, but Borjan's had a really, really strong game today, including a save that will be on a highlight for some time. Buchanan's going to race it down. No, he's not. Cavallini's on it. And it's a slip up. Can Cavallini get there? And he wins a corner. Cavallini comes up clutch. Puts Guardado under pressure. He can't get there. And he wins a corner. Hopefully it seals out. There's been 95 minutes, 30 seconds played out of the 5 minutes. Mexico made this terrifying. Borjan's sitting down, taking a nap. And Atakubi's down. I thought he blew the game, my man. Come on. How much longer do I gotta suffer through this? What's the chat saying? It's freaking out. Blow the damn whistle, ref. Canada has the corner. Little fight going on with Nestor Araujo. Buchanan, Cavallini. Finish this game. Come on, boys. Finish the game. Finish the game. Cavallini did so well to finish the corner. I'm assuming it's just going to be him down there with whoever's taking the corner. Probably Buchanan going to tap it to Cavallini, shield it off. But we're creeping up to 97 minutes played. Atakubi had the injury. Ref needs to end this. Get this thing over with. I don't think Atakubi should have went down there. Unless he was actually injured. Because I don't know how much more time is going to be added on from the ref. I have no idea how much more is going to be played. 97 minutes of the 95 have been played. Hector Herrera's back. Getting feisty. They're getting feisty. Heating up. The real CONCACAF is coming out. But it's Eustachio who's going to touch it to Cavallini. There's 4 white shirts with him. Oh, he got fouled. Ref. Yeah, that's a foul. That was a tough foul from Nestor Araujo. He was just going in there. Picks up a yellow. That was a stupid yellow card for Nestor Araujo to take. And it's over. Oh, baby. What a W, man. There's a fight breaking out because it's CONCACAF. Why wouldn't there be? Oh, man. Drop a like, guys, on the chat. Drop a W for the win. Let's watch this fight, see how it entails. What a performance, man. Eltree, finally, let's go. Brady's fired up. Herrera took a stupid yellow. What a performance, guys. If you haven't done so yet, man, be sure to drop a like on the stream. Drop a sub if you guys are new around here. You guys have been killing it all. This has been by far my favorite watch along I've done with you guys. Incredible scenes, incredible performance from Canada. I appreciate everyone who was tuning in through the entirety of this chat. But, bro, I'm just going to come in here and leave this W. I appreciate you leaving the W. It's got some nasty scenes going on, though, right now. A lot of pushing and shoving. Got Joshua Martinez with another $2 donation. L-Tree is finished. Canada, top of the CONCACAF World Cup qualifying group. L-Tree going out like the poor sports they are. It's an ugly performance. Just get off the pitch. Just get off the pitch. Oh, look at Boran, man. He's getting fired up. He's saying, get out of here. Get out of here. Who's cracking the beer tonight, guys? Boran's being smart, though. You don't want to take any potential suspension or anything like that. Boran knows what they just accomplished. Look at the boy. Look at what it means to them. Absolutely fired up. Oh, yeah. Alistair Johnson's like, I don't care that I'm not wearing anything. I'm going over. Look at the snowballs. What a performance, guys. That is such a Canadian way to end it. Enjoy the flight home, Mexico. So much for Mexico being friendly with Canadians. Beers. Let's go. I'll crack a beer with you. You gotta love it, my man. You gotta love it. What a performance, man. Looks like the commotion has finally came down, guys. What a watch long. What a performance. Canada topping World Cup qualifiers. We're gaining a few other subscribers that are just popping in as well, which we always appreciate. We're going to wrap up the watch along. I think we're going to head over to Twitter, guys. So if you guys don't follow us on Twitter, TB_JJD, we might go and do a little space over there to get some of you guys' reactions. We're going to get our 5 takeaways video up as well. So we're just going to wrap this up. We did get another donation on the channel. It says, well done, Canada. Roller coaster at the end there. Absolutely, man. It's beautiful scenes right now. Kyle Larin waving around. Oh, awesome to see. But I appreciate the final donation there on the channel, guys. We're going to wrap this up. It was a good game. It was a fun game. 2-1. We got 3, and we're top of CONCACAF right now. Kyle Larin's banging his drum. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the 5 takeaways. Well done, Canada. Kelly comes in, says, best day of my footballing life. I gotta say, I agree with you, man. Rude Canadians at the top of the table. View's not bad from up here, boys. I'm not gonna lie, but alright, guys. I appreciate everyone tuning in for the watch along. It was definitely one to remember. Be sure to drop a like on the way out. Drop a sub. I don't know how close we are to 7,000, but I hope we got a nice little push here today. Appreciate all the support. Keep an eye out for our 5 takeaways video, and head on over to Twitter, guys. TB_JDD. You might be able to get your thoughts heard as well. Take care, friends. Cheers, and we'll talk to you guys soon.